What's going on, Broncos Country? Welcome into our Broncos 49ers watch party for preseason week 2. Super stoked to see the starters play, which Sean Payton said they are going to do somewhere from 20 to 25 snaps. So if you want to see Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, Jeudy, and some of the defensive stars, you're going to see that tonight. So I cannot wait for the starters to take the field. Sean Payton is going about this preseason way differently than last year. And after last season, the starters should not be handed anything, and that includes getting a pass in the preseason. So we are going to tailgate for 30 minutes or so, get ready for the game. But let me know who you got in this one, Broncos or 49ers. Type DEN or type SF. Let me know down in the comment section who you got. Let's see a boatload of DENs as we are just about 30 minutes away from kickoff. The preseason schedule has been very loose. The NFL likes to do a hard, like in the regular season, noon central kickoff, maybe 12:01. But in preseason, it slips by a couple of minutes. But let's get some DENs going. I'm going to give shout-outs. AFX Apocalypse is, he's a legend. He's a troll. SF. We got Johanna Baxter saying DEN. Justit saying Denver. DDS Highlights. Binks saying Denver. Eric says DEN. Grizzly Pod saying DEN. We've got something, I can't pronounce that first name. Messias? I beg your pardon. But is Javonte playing tonight? That's the important takeaway from that question. And the answer is yes. Javonte Williams will play around 10 to 12 snaps. Maybe 4 rushes, maybe 1 receiving play. So touching the ball somewhere around 4 to 5 times. And that will be it. He's got a brace on his right knee, so keep your eyes out for that. But number 33 will be on the field for the first time since October 2nd, 2022, where he tore his ACL, LCL, and PLC. Anything that ends with a C or an L in his right knee, he unfortunately tore. So really positive to see him come back on the field in general, but to have it come 10 months later is truly remarkable. I don't want to say medical miracle stuff, but we're in that medical miracle territory. So awesome to see Javonte Williams coming back for the preseason, when I remember a few months ago talking about him missing some regular season time, and I am blown away to see him play in the preseason. So let me know who you got, Denver or San Francisco. I'm giving shout out still. Scott Peterson says Denver. Good last name, Scott. Mark D saying Denver. Tristan says DEN. Greg says DEN. Derek Simmons, let's go. Yeah, you know what? Let's go Javonte Williams. Everyone encourage his recovery by spamming 33 down in the comment section. Let's get some good vibes going for our guy Pookie. Type 33 in the chat for me. Let's show him that Broncos Country has his back and is showing him some love because he is back. We've got Garrett typing 33, DDS Highlights, John, Patrick, Tristan. Hey, it's Brandon. It's Brandon. Not just any Brandon, but hey, it's Brandon. Rod saying Broncos Country. JD Phillips. Michael Montoya's in the chat. Love to see some familiar faces and names down in the chat right now. So we've got about 30 minutes until kickoff. They say it's going to kick off at 6:30 Mountain Time. I don't buy it. Probably going to be like 6:35 Mountain Time. So we've got 30 or so minutes to hang out, talk shop, kind of get ourselves ready for this game. We're going to run through some players to watch for. I've identified 5 guys that if you're tuning in for your first preseason game of the year, I'm not going to hold it against you. It's preseason football. There's a reason why I'm the only person at Chat Sports that has yet to say football is back, because it's not back, because it's preseason football. But still, there are some important things we can learn from the preseason, especially for a team like Denver. So we are going to break down some guys to watch for. I'll have some questions for you. A lot to go over, no doubt about it. But really quickly, I want to plug our sportsbook partner today, and then we'll get back to the action. Go to chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. When you do that, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus as long as you put in Broncos125. So if you are tuning in for your first preseason game of the year and you want to have some skin in the game, here are the odds for tonight's game. Denver's 3-point favorites. They're going to play a lot more starters, it sounds like, but I believe San Francisco is trotting out Brock Purdy. So we could have 2 starting quarterbacks in the preseason on the field, which is very rare. I like the over. The fact that you're getting, 20 to 25 snaps from the offense, that could be upwards of 3 to 4 drives. And so if you get 2 touchdowns out of the starting offense, which, maybe the first drive is a shorter, 5-6 drive and a long touchdown to Jerry Jeudy so they go out there again, as opposed to one long 8-9 minute drive. But I still think the over is a good play here. Plus, it's way more exciting to take in preseason football with your skin in the game on the over because no one wants to root for the under. I mean, I love a good under bet when it's appropriate, but in the preseason, it's a coin flip. So at least have some fun watching the game and root on for points. Now, Jack Lauderay is our fine producer today, and he's trolling me because, like I said, football's not back. And, Jack, if you want to come on and try and take on the other side of the argument, by all means. But do you guys believe, and I'll lay out my argument in a moment, but first, let me know, is football back? Very cut and dry. Yes or no? Jack, is football back?
This is going to be my argument, okay?
Yep.
I will say first off, I understand your argument. I do.
Okay.
Is there some sort of American football being played currently on a football field?
That is true, yes.
Football is back.
So here's why football's not back. If football was back, when the regular season kicks off, there should be no added level of excitement because for the people that have been living in the football is back world, what are you pumped for? You've told me football is back for a month and change now. Why are you all super stoked? Football's already been back. That doesn't make sense, right? Football was back 3 weeks ago. So why are you so excited for the regular season? Football's already back. And I'll add one more point to it too. If football was back, we would all be watching every preseason game. Like we do for the regular season, whether your team is playing or not. I'm watching Monday Night Football regardless of the matchup. But we do tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. Tomorrow's Sunday Night Football. No, I'm not watching that. Football's not back. I am my case. I rest my case.
Let me counter you with this, okay? And I'm just going to play the other side so I can counter your argument. Preseason football is like that first taste, You're like, oh, okay.
It's an appetizer.
Right. Football, it's like an appetizer. Oh, football is being played. We're seeing the players out in the field. We get a little tease at the starters. We get to see some of the rookies play and some of the new guys play. And then it's elevated when the regular season starts because the records matter. We're playing towards the playoffs. You have to start all the starters out there. So there's like a tug and pull here.
I'll wrap it up with this. I think preseason football is like an appetizer we just said, but it's an appetizer that you didn't order, meaning it's not your go-to appetizer, whether that's mozzarella sticks, whether that's fried pickles, nachos. There's always an appetizer on the menu that you go, I actually don't really like that, and you don't want that to be ordered. That's football being back. For me, for example, I'm not crazy about fried pickles. If someone else gets them, I'll probably soak it in ranch to make it, manageable. But it's not my choice. And that's why I view preseason football, where it's an appetizer, but it's not even a good appetizer. It's a second-tier appetizer. It's like a vegetable appetizer. Oh, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? Have you ever gone to a watch party, a Super Bowl party, anything like that, and one of the main, menu items is veggies and ranch to dip in? I will order food to their home. I have done that before. I am not messing around. Speaks for itself. Game day meals cannot be botched. That is football. That's preseason football. That is broccoli and carrots and cauliflower and the healthy guy going, dude, grab a plate. It's really good. It's really fresh. Nope, I'm going to order pizza. I don't want anything you just said. I don't want any of that. Shout out your city for me in the comment section. You guys know we love to do this here across Chat Sports. Where are you watching from? I'm going to give shout outs to everyone who gets in the chat, so let me know where you are watching. We are going to be getting ready for kickoff by running through 5 players to watch in just a moment, but let me know. We have People tuning in from Ohio, Sterling, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado, Bozeman, Montana, Oklahoma from Mr. McGee, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Merlot's in LA, C. Chang's in Cali as well. And the bots are here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Reno, Nevada from Scott Peterson, the great Colorado Springs, Thornton, Colorado, Texas, live from Memphis, Indiana, Duke City, LA, Farmington, New Mexico, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Newcastle, Wyoming, just northeast of Cheyenne, if I recall. Memphis, we got Greeley, Colorado. Hopefully it's smelling okay today. And West Virginia in the house as well, along with Daytona Beach and Austin, Texas, Guam, and so many other notable cities across our great country and across the world. So keep getting those cities in the chat right now. I do have a bit of bad news to share before we even get started, as the bots are back. Be to block the bots. Be to block the bots, baby. So let's rip it off like a Band-Aid, Jack. Let's share with the good people what we are up against right now, and that is a Super Chat battle.
So the way that the office was constructed today, if this is your first time watching, we're in an office with a bunch of other guys that are also doing watch parties for the preseason games. So the way that it was constructed is our studio that we're in right now is directly next to the studio where the 49ers, Chase Sr., Trace Gerard are having their watch party. And they're going to be doing a watch party, and they're competing. We're competing with the 49ers report today. They got a half an hour head start on us. And they already have $400 in Super Chats, Matthew. It ain't looking great.
It's an uphill battle, but if you're down for a comeback, I'm here. If you want a vintage comeback against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, this is our time. $400 is a steep battle and a steep mountain to climb. If we just start chipping away at it, baby, we can start just taking a little bit out of that lead right there. Now, we do have a fun Super Chat menu for everyone today. I want to run you all through it. If we have any first-time Super Chatters, Jack and I are going to do, we've got the Super Chat part. Okay, there we go. Let me run through the rest of them before we go to Tristan's Super Chat. First-time Super Chatters, Jack and I will do our best horse neigh. It might not be good, but we're going to give it our best effort. $5 Super Chat or more, you get entered into a raffle for a signed pennant. Now, I don't want to mislead anyone. It's not signed by a player. It'll be signed by yours truly. We'll mail it to you. You can add it to your man cave, put it up in your room, your office, wherever. It makes for a great story if someone goes like, who signed that? Which player? It's like, I hate to disappoint you. That is not a player. And then $10 Super Chats, as we just got one from Kirsten. I've got a whole bunch of hot takes for the 2023 NFL season ready to unload. And then $50 Super Chat. It's not that Mile High Club, you perverts. We've got our very own Mile High Club here, and that is our Broncos hard hat, and we will put your name on a sticker and add it to Broncos history. Word on the street is this is going to go on Sean Payton's desk. Can't confirm nor deny, but that's the early rumor right now. So, and with that being said, every 50 likes, I have been, hand up, one of the more harsher critics on Russell Wilson. If you watch our day-to-day content, you know I'm not getting on my knees for Russ. But we're going to be nice to Russ. So every 50 likes, we're 8 likes away, I'll say something nice about Russell Wilson.
I got a deal for you too, Matthew.
We got deals coming in from Jack Lauderay.
And for everyone on the Broncos Breakdown.
Yep.
We're trying to get this channel to 15K. That's the goal.
That is the goal. We're a few hundred away. We're not very far.
Everyone here that knows me knows I don't drink.
He's not.
I'm not a big partier, not a big drinker. Matthew, I'm going to make a deal for you tonight, okay?
Okay. I'm all ears.
I'm putting Broncos Breakdown viewers to the test. Every 50 likes.
50 likes?
I'll take a shot of tequila.
You want to do likes or subs?
Subs, sorry.
Okay, because we got
every.
Well, just because you want to cuck my compliments Russ thing for a moment. I was very excited to be nice to Russell.
I got too excited there for a second.
Okay, that's all right. Well, first off, rewind for a second. Now that I've processed that, 50 subs and a shot of tequila for Jack. Okay, Jack, if you could maybe take your headset off for a second. Jack does not drink. I don't think he's going to understand what tequila shots do to you. I'm a little worried for his sake. Take the headset off still. This is going to get out of control. If we can get 50 subs just routinely riding in, It's going to get sloppy. It's going to get funny, and I want to see it. So that's our Super Chat. You can come back in the room now, Jack. That's our Super Chat menu for today. Let's run through some of the Super Chats we had fly in. First one from Tristan. Clap it up. There you go, Tristan. Now, $20 Super Chat. That is, I think, worth like an extra hot take for 2023. And also a raffle ticket. So, Tristan, I'm a man of my word. I've got some hot takes. I wrote down some of my favorite ones, so I didn't forget. Write it down so you don't forget. Name that movie. Okay, this has sometimes Broncos-related hot takes, sometimes just NFL-related hot takes. So here we go. My first one. Colts get the number 1 pick and trade it to the Miami Dolphins, who take Caleb Williams. I think Indianapolis is going to suck this year, but I wonder if they're like the Bears last year where they like Justin Fields, and so they trade back for a haul. And Miami, after falling short, just goes, we've had enough of Tua. He is a free agent after this year. Let's go move up, move heaven and earth, and let's go get Caleb Williams. So, Tristan, that's my hot take for 2023. Write it down, and then come back to me in April, and let's see if that take ends up, aging well. We've got a $10 Super Chat from Kirsten. Go Broncos. Kirsten, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. Go Broncos indeed. Another hot take for Kirsten. Number 2 on my list. Marvin Harrison goes to the Cardinals. I'm not going to just do draft takes, don't worry. But Marvin Harrison goes to the Cardinals at 2 in next year's NFL draft. I think he's going to be the next Larry Fitzgerald in the desert, so I'm calling my shot right now. Kirsten, write that down so you don't forget. J.D. Phillips with a $5 Super Chat. Go Broncos. J.D., Kirsten, you guys have been entered in our raffle to win this signed pennant by yours truly. Every $5 Super Chat, you get entered into that raffle. And we got another one coming in from VT92. Let's go Broncos, baby. Let's go. Hot take for VT. How about Geno Smith comes crashing down to earth this year and Seattle wins 7 games? That's my hot take for the Seahawks. I know they've got so much talent. They have hit their draft picks, yada, yada, yada. You know what? I'm not going to forget who Geno Smith was for the first 9 years of his NFL career. Sue me, I think he's going to regress. He's going to come back down to earth. Team's got a year of tape on him, so that's my hot take. We've got a first-time Super Chatter from Rod Blocker. Added to the raffle, but now our best horse neigh. Are we ready?
I'm
all right.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Clear the pipes. Here we go. 3, 2. We're going to both do it simultaneously.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
No!
I don't know if that's good or bad for the audience, but every first-time Super Chatter, we neigh. So that's what we've got on the menu today. Rod, thank you for the Super Chat.
Get ready, because we're going to have to do it again.
We've got another one, baby. It's just a Sue, no Kevin. I don't really know what that means. But it's a $5 Super Chat. It's a first-time Super Chatter. 3, 2, 1. No! Every first-time Super Chatter. And I think we have another first. Oh, no, that was it. Okay. So I got ahead of myself. But thank you to all of our early Super Chatters. Keep them flowing in early and often throughout the entire show. Now, I did promise 5 players to watch for. Jack, can we run through those 5 players to watch for, please, as we are about 15 minutes away from kickoff. So let's get started with Javonte Williams. Why? It speaks for itself. Javonte Williams makes his NFL return after a multiple torn knee ligament injury in October of 2022, week 4 against the Raiders. It is unbelievable that he is coming back this soon. Now, we're not going to see a big dosage of number 33, 10 to 12 snaps, 4 carries, maybe 1 reception, but still, this is a great start for him to try and shake the cobwebs off a little bit before the regular season. Because we have seen a lot of running backs and players come back from knee injuries, and there's a little bit of and understandably so, fear and hesitation of hey, I don't want to push my limits, meaning I'm not quite sure if I can go my top speed anymore. I don't know if I can make the same cuts I used to make. I don't want my knee to give out on me. You kind of want to find those guardrails now rather than in the regular season. So for Javonte Williams to come back, because a lot of times players come back from those knee injuries and they treat their first regular season game or two back as a preseason game. For Javonte Williams, he's doing that in the preseason. So we love to see that. Plus, it's just an incredible story. So I love it so much for 33. Second guy I'm watching for, we did not get to see him last week down in the desert. But how about Marvin Mims, the second round selection out of Oklahoma? He might be in for a larger role this year after the injury to Tim Patrick. And like everyone else, I'm not watching Marvin Mims to see what kind of role he has in this offense. Screw the nerdy stuff. I want to watch Marvin Mims because the guy averaged over 20 yards of reception last year in Norman, Oklahoma. That's why I want to watch Marvin Mims. I want to see this elite speed that stretches the field. I want to see what he can do for this offense as he blows the top off of the secondary. I can't wait to see that out of Marvin Mims. After missing him last week, we're getting him today. Next player I'm watching for, Randy Gregory. This is a player that I've been fairly critical of over the last couple of months. I'm not going to get too in the weeds on it, but Randy Gregory comes into 2023 healthy. And something that I could not say last year. I mean, last year, a year ago today, Randy Gregory, within the previous 6 to 7 months, was coming off a shoulder surgery and a knee surgery. 2 surgeries in the span of 6 months going into the NFL regular season is a toll on your body. And unfortunately, we saw that Gregory was just not really able to go the entire season last year. But this time, he's healthy, he's ready to roll, it's best shape of life season. I want to see number 5. This next one is not for a very good reason, but it's the offensive line. And the reason being is they sucked last week. Garrett Bowles gave up a sack. They only played 20 snaps or so, 4 series. But the point was, they were not great. Now, no Mike McGlinchey at right tackle and his return to San Francisco. And speaking of returns, like, shame on me for burying the lead. The Broncos returned to Levi Stadium, a place they hold very near and dear to their heart after winning the Super Bowl there just a decade less than that ago. So, can't wait to see how the offensive line bounces back this go-around in Week 2 against a very good 49ers defense, whether that's the starters or the backups. You know the Niners are going to be well coached on defense, and there will be no easy plays for this offensive line against that crew. Fifth and final guy I am watching for, it's Brett Maher. I know. You might have thought I would have gone Russell Wilson, but I think that's just too obvious. Of course, we're all watching Russell Wilson. So let me throw a different name at you, and that would be the only kicker on this roster today, Brett Maher. They moved on from Elliott Fry back on Monday or Tuesday with an injury designation. Now, they might bring him back. They waived him. They didn't put him on IR. Maybe they just wanted to open up an extra roster spot while he's gone. But the fact remains, Brett Maher is the only kicker on this roster tonight. So if he is perfect and he gets 3 opportunities to make, long field goals and really get put under a stress test, because kickers, they don't have a say in when they go on the field and how long the kick is. But if Brett Maher gets a lot of really good opportunities to showcase himself and prove he is the man for the job, this kicking battle might end after today. But if we get some misses like we did last week from Brett Maher, well, you can bet there's going to be another kicker in Denver when this team comes back from Santa Clara. So those are the 5 players I am watching for. You can let me know who you are watching for down in the comment section. But first, if you are ready for Broncos football to get underway from the Bay Area, spam B. If you bleed blue and orange, spam B right now. Me and Jack are going to give a boatload of shout-outs as we have nearly 300 people watching, 67 likes, which means I have to say something nice about Russell Wilson. Say something nice about Russell Wilson? He came into camp this year looking great. The guy was looking lean and mean. You could tell he definitely put some work in the offseason, a little bit of a good diet going. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. That's it, baby. Every 50 likes, say something nice about number 3. But we got B's coming in from Garrett, from Cody, from Noel. We got B's to block the bots, too. So talk about great timing. We got a first-time super chatter slipping through the cracks as well. We'll get that on screen in just a moment, Mr. Steven. Tyrone Larry says B. Dion Sharp is here. Dion says B. We've got AFX Apocalypse trying to spin this into Stetson Bennett conversation. You are a funny guy. Jack, take it away.
Guys, we got a Seahawks fan in here, first off, and he's talking mad crap.
I can't wait for Seattle to suck this year.
Spam B if you bleed blue and orange, and get that clown out of here. Come on.
Get the Seahawks out of here. Seahawks fans, it's incredible how much mental energy you devote to a team that you don't play every year. And, my favorite part about Seahawks fans is, sure, they are on full victory lap mode after the Russell Wilson trade falling on its face in his first year. But ask yourself, Seahawks fans, what was your mental state right before he got traded? Because all Seahawks fans hated the Russell Wilson trade rumors, despised the notion of trading Russell Wilson. So yeah, sure, hindsight's 2020. You're sitting pretty right now, but you are a hypocrite if you are acting like you did not want Russell Wilson to get traded. First time super chatter from Stephen Gilmore. First time super chat, Jack. You ready? Here we
Ready.
go. 3, 2, 1. Nay! First time super chatters, we nay all night long. Let's go. Keep getting those B's down in the chat like Grizzly Prod, Pedro. We've got another super chat. Oh, a $10 super chat from Steven. Let's go, Steven! All right, that means a hot take for the 2023 NFL season. Hot take number 4 I've got. Brandon Staley and Dennis Allen get fired. I think Brandon Staley in LA is really flirting with the hot seat with the Chargers, and I could just kind of see the wheels falling off this year, it being the most coveted job because Justin Herbert's the quarterback, but just Staley not being the man for the job. I think he gets canned. Dennis Allen being an NFL head coach makes 0 sense to me. He was not good his first go-around in Oakland with the Raiders. He was happy to be there in New Orleans when Sean Payton retired. I think both those guys are out of jobs at the end of the year. So, $10 super chat. I'll give you a hot take for the 2023 NFL season. And that's the wheel. So you can see we continue to add more names to it. Every $5 super chat or greater, your name gets added to the wheel. You can super chat multiple times, and we'll keep adding your name. But at the end of the game, at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, we're going to sign this pennant and mail it to you. So that is our giveaway today. Every $5 super chat, your name gets added to the wheel. We are closing in on kickoff, baby. The Broncos are wearing their road whites, of course. White tops, white bottoms, very fast, very fresh. And we're going to see a lot of starters. I can't wait to see them. Hopefully everyone is healthy and stays healthy. But this team learned last year, just kicking your feet up for the month of August and expecting to be handed wins in September was not a good recipe for success. So name a Broncos player to watch against the 49ers. The first guy I see, we'll talk about that guy. So start flooding the chat with names of players you are excited to see, and I'll give some takes and analysis on that as I check the Twitter.com app and make sure. So Pat Surtain's even playing. I'm not going to lie. If there was one guy in this roster who did not need to play in the preseason, it was probably Pat Surtain because he is, well, he's all-pro level Pat Surtain. It was, a player you could bubble wrap for the offseason. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. The first name I see at the bottom of the chat is the guy I'm going to talk about. 3, 2, 1. Chase McLaughlin. I love it, Kirsten. So, Chase McLaughlin, the UDFA running back out of Youngstown State, he is entering his first NFL season, and he is pushing for a 53-man roster spot. If you are just kind of coming out of hibernation and getting ready for football, and you're like, hey, can you please catch me up on some of the sleepers to know? 38 is the guy to know. Like I said, running back, and he has the NCAA all-time rushing yards record across all NCAA divisions. So FBS, Division I, Division II, all that good stuff, Division III. Over 8,000 rushing yards for Mr. Chase McLaughlin. So they spelled his name wrong last week on his jersey. They put a G because kind of pronounced the G, I guess, a little bit. But no, it's no G. So I'm very excited to see him. I think he's going to make the 53-man roster. I had him as a sleeper to watch for months ago as someone who I thought could push for a roster spot. And lo and behold, here we are, a running back room that's good, but a little shaky. You know what I mean? Because Javonte Williams is coming back from injury. Samaje Perine is good as an RB2, but he's never really been an RB1. Tyler Beatty has no real NFL regular season experience. Same for Tony Jones is a little bit, but this was a running back room for the taking if you were a UDFA trying to slip onto a roster. And so props to McLaughlin. He has made the most of this opportunity. So I love that one. Kirsten, great one. I'm going to close my eyes, and then we are going to pick another player as we are just a few minutes away from kickoff. Start flooding the chat with names, and I'm going to pick someone in 3, 2, 1. Cortland Sutton from E=EMCEE. Cortland Sutton looked good in the first preseason game. What do you have? 2 grabs, 35 yards, give or take. And he's had a very good preseason so far. The early reports have been he is looking like 2019 Cortland Sutton. Now, I don't know if that's just some media members trying to get some clicks and whatnot and trying to boost morale, or if that's the actual reality. But what I can say is Cortland Sutton reportedly has been looking as good as he has ever since coming off that ACL injury. So very encouraging, very exciting to see. I'm hopeful that we're going to get more Cortland Sutton touchdowns. I mean, his future with this team is a bit murky just because of the big contract and the production not matching it. But I want I don't hate the contract, actually. I hate the production, right? I want to see the increased production because I believe Cortland Sutton could be a wide receiver that you have on your roster for 8, 9, 10 years. Here, I'll fix it. We're trying to get the game on, and NFL Plus kind of sucks if you're unfamiliar with it. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. We have just 78 likes, Jack? That's embarrassing. Okay, we are getting waxed by the 49ers report. Listen, it doesn't cost you a dime to like the video. So for all 342 people watching right now, hit that thumbs up button because the way it works on YouTube, I'll catch up to speed real quick. More likes, YouTube pushes to more Broncos fans. More Broncos fans come in. We get more subscribers. More subscribers equals more studio space at Chat Sports. More studio space means more content. More content means more video for you at home. And it all started where? By liking the video. So help me out. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. We're at 117 likes. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson is a 10 times better man than Future. Sierra, write that down. Write that down. I love Russell Wilson more than Future. Now, I don't like Future all that much. So, I'll double down. I think Future sucks. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Future sucks. There it is. Got it out there. All right. Garrett is the administrator down in the chat right now. Hit that thumbs up button, everyone. I love to see it. Yep. We are just a few moments away from kickoff. It is go time, as the team puts it on their own Twitter account. The Broncos won the coin toss. Really quickly, everyone in the chat, what do you do? Heads or tails? Let me know in the chat right now. Heads or tails? What do you do, Jack? You just let me know right now. We'll just call it a shot.
Tails never fails, baby. Come on.
So I am a heads guy. Everyone does tails. That's too basic. Unfortunately, tails hit today. So I always say heads because I want to zig when everyone else zags, but it might not work for this. Tails really never fails. Broncos won by calling tails. They defer. So the 49ers are going to get the ball first, which I'm kind of excited for because I want to see how this defense looks with a new DC and whatnot as we get a return in Denver. But we also get to see Brock Purdy. And, call me just a sucker for good football, but I want to see how the Niners look because if you think Denver's had kind of a fun offseason and whatnot, how about the Niners quarterback carousel? Is Brock Purdy going to come back? Is Trey Lance going to take over? And quietly, is Sam Darnold a snake in the grass throughout all that hubbubaloo? We're going to find out. But hey, who you got? One last chance to get in the chat right now. Denver or San Francisco? We'll keep it short and simple for everyone. DEN for the Broncos, SF for the 49ers. If you're watching, get DEN in there. I know it's preseason. Doesn't really matter who wins. The coaches are going to say it matters. If the fourth-string defense blows the lead at the end of the game like we saw last week, well, it's not really going to impact my mood all that much, if I'm being real. If I'm keeping a buck with you, I'm not going to lose sleep because P.J. Mustipher got blown off the ball. P.J. Mustipher hopefully doesn't play in the regular season because, no offense to P.J. Mustipher, although he's having a pretty good preseason, you got your first and second stringers for a reason. So let me know. DEN. We've got Tristan saying DEN. Anthony says DEN. John saying DEN. Grizzly Pod. Desire Beast. Garrett saying 24-17 Denver. Jack, do you want to give me a score prediction?
Yeah, let's think.
Now,
here.
I do have one rule. Sorry to interrupt. It's got to be a scoregami type score. Preseason football, you do not get good scores. It's got to be ugly. I want it hairy.
Okay, let me do Denver 23.
Good start.
San Francisco.
Say 15.
I was actually gonna say 15.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
say
a
15.
good one. Good one. 23-15 from Jack. I will go Broncos 22, 49ers 20. We get the over, but no cover. Get the over, but no cover. All right, Sean Payton is stalking the sidelines right now. Russell Wilson is standing by. It will be the 49ers on the field to start the game. The ESPN's going to be way ahead of us. So, unfortunately, it's just not doable. We discovered this last night. I should have told you beforehand. My bad. Yeah. Brandon McManus is no longer on this team as the broadcast nearly fooled me there. Brett Maher is the man to kick off and start the game. I lost the okay. So Brett Maher is going to kick it off. Here we go. Everyone, one last time, spam DEN in the chat. Let's get ready for kickoff here. DEN. Seahawks, you're going to get one more jab, and then I'm going to mute you because it's getting old, dude. Come up with new material. You're a shitty comedian, and that says a lot. Meanwhile, the return for the 49ers gets out to the 28-yard line, and that is where the Broncos defense sets up shop awaiting the 49ers. I see Brock Purdy. I see Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. We're seeing a lot of big cast members for the 49ers here to start this game. But, I mean, just as impressive as Javonte Williams' return is, how about Brock Purdy playing in the preseason? I mean, we weren't sure if he was ready for the regular season. Here he is, week 2 of the preseason. But Brock Purdy under center to start this game, 1st and 10. And this ball is going to be a play action dump off into the flat. That is caught. And a big gain for Deebo Samuel, eventually taken down by Caden Stearns, but not before a gain of 20. So a play action play to Deebo Samuel is good for 20 yards, and Denver's defense is quickly on their heels right now. So Samuel on the field. 1st and 10, 49ers. Under center is Purdy from the Broncos' 46-yard line. Purdy takes the snap, drops back, pressure rolling to his right, and he chucks it out of bounds. Looking for Samuel, was not there. There was some pressure being applied, though, by the Broncos. So ultimately, all Purdy could do is throw it away. We've got Davis Price starting at running back for the 49ers. As for their offensive line, not a ton of your regular starters. No more Mike McGlinchey, so they had to reshuffle a little bit. Like no Trent Williams, for example, at left tackle. 2nd and 10, the Niners break their huddle, and they hop on the field. Under center, in shotgun this time, Purdy. Brock Purdy takes the snap. Quick throw, Deebo on the screen. Deebo Samuel, 1st down. Gain of 15 for Deebo on a wide receiver screen. That's Randy Gregory getting involved in the stop. He comes out of the pile with the football, but Deebo was down by then. Very impressive. Randy Gregory is going to end up being a part of this tackle, and he was a pass rusher. But the pursuit downfield, he caught up to Deebo Samuel and helped bring him down to the ground. So Samuel getting a lot of work early in this game. might be the end of his day, honestly, after 2 grabs and like 40 yards. Under center, Brock Purdy takes the snap. Good voice crack. Rolling to his left, and he sets and throws, and that is caught. Gain of 10. That's Kareem Jackson in on the stop, but that is Juwan Jennings making the reception. And a bad start for Vance Joseph's defense. They are quickly going backwards here as Purdy and the Niners are carving them up. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Brock Purdy breaks the huddle. Under center. Puts a man in motion. Purdy takes the snap. It's a run up the middle. This run is good for just 4 yards. So finally the Broncos make some kind of play that's not just tackling a guy past the line to gain. Starting defensive lineman for Denver, Zach Allen, Tyler Lancaster, Jonathan Harris. You've got Cooper, Josie Jewell, Alex Singleton, Randy Gregory, and then Pat Surtain, Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, and Damari Mathis on the back end. So pretty much your usual or predicted starting 11 minus Frank Clark for Jonathan Cooper. But outside of that, that's going to be your starting defense this year. It is 2nd and 7. Purdy, quick throw. That's caught. Brandon Ayuk breaking a tackle down at the 2. Jeepers creepers. This is a bloodbath right now for Denver's defense. Not pretty. 1st and 10 49ers after a Brandon Ayuk pickup of 15 or so. I mean, they're within the 5 now. And this opening drive for the 49ers has been very impressive. And well, Brock Purdy has been very impressive. He has yet to miss a pass. He has been slicing and dicing. 1st and goal. It's a run up the middle and nowhere to go. Let's go. That's a stop. Nice stop there by Randy Gregory and Jonathan Cooper, it looks like. 2nd and goal. Let's try and get off the field here, right? Force a field goal, walk away, feeling like you accomplished something after getting completely skull-fucked to start this drive. Spam stop, here we go. Need a stop, 2nd and goal from the 3. I formation, Purdy under center. Brock puts a man in motion. He takes the snap. It's play action, and he gets pressured, and he gets sacked. Down he goes. Jonathan Cooper comes up for the sack. Former 7th rounder out of Ohio State makes a nice play on Purdy and moves this offense back about 6 yards or so. Tyler Lancaster nearly got to him, and then it was Cooper who finished it off. And now we've got 3rd and goal. Need a stop. Get those stops in the chat. Copy and paste is your friend. All right, 3rd and goal for the 49ers. Purdy lines up in shotgun from the 10. Purdy takes the snap. Brock moving towards his left. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to try and get towards the goal line. He stopped at the 3. So a bend don't break defense in the red zone after a very rocky start will likely force a field goal, but maybe the Niners go for it on 4th and goal from the 3. At the end, it was Jonathan Harris who makes the tackle on Purdy. And the rookie Jake Moody, 3rd round pick out of Michigan, was 0 for 2 in his 49ers debut last week, missing from 40 and 58. This should be an easy chip shot for the former Wolverine, trying to make it a 3-0 lead for the Niners, a 20-yarder. The kick is up, and it is good after kind of a bad snap, but Moody overcomes, and he gifts the 49ers the first lead of the game. So a 6-minute drive goes all the way down to the 2-yard line, but the Broncos defense makes a bit of a stand at the goal line, forces a field goal. So it's good to see some good red zone defense by Denver, but man, they got bent over and just ran over by Brock Purdy and the 49ers and Deebo Samuel. Kind of an ugly start, if we're being honest. So, yikes, but at least they forced a stop, right? It's preseason. This is the time to have that yikes moment. better now than in the regular season. And that was kind of the issue with the slow start last year in Seattle specifically. So, all right, Seahawks. I gave you a chance. Go in timeout mode, though. Got to put you in the corner, dude. We've got someone asking, where can I find the game? Dude, you found something better than the game. Found a Broncos watch party with nearly 500 people watching, and we crossed 155 likes. Jack, you know what that means? Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Okay, say something nice about Russell Wilson. He's got a pretty badass car. I remember the pictures of him bringing it to training camp. Big Jeep, it looks like. I'm not a car aficionado, but when I saw the car, I thought, all right, if I had a big signing bonus like he did, I'd probably go get myself a new cool whip, and that was a great purchase by Russell Wilson. So, say something nice about Russell Wilson. He's got good car taste. He's got good car taste. But 3-0 bad guys, Niners over the Broncos. We are in commercial break, and really quickly, self-plug if you don't mind. Make sure to subscribe because not only are you going to get Broncos content all year long, it's completely free. Now, Jack is one of the big bosses here. He's a big kahuna at Chat Sports. He's not going to like this next part, so Jack, take the earmuffs off or put the earmuffs on. If you don't like the content, you can just unsubscribe. You have nothing to lose. We don't take your credit card for a week and then bill you next week. Just give yourself a chance. If you like it, stand around, stick around. If you don't like it, peace out. It's up to you. It's a free market, baby. But make sure to subscribe. Every 50 subscribers, Jack, you keeping track? We are, Jack volunteered for a tequila shot. Jack does not drink. I don't think he realized what he signed up for, offering tequila shots as, something to break the seal. Montreal, Washington back to return the kick, and he gets out across the 22-yard line. Unrelated note, or somewhat related, no one is implementing the new fair catch rule in the NFL preseason, meaning no one is just on kick returns, hand up, I want to go out to the 25. No. Even if you're outside of the end zone, they're not doing it. I don't know if it's a big FU from special teams across the league, because if they do that, they'll be replaced by robots, essentially. Anyone can put their hand up and catch a football. But Denver's out to the 21. I formation for Russell Wilson. It is play action and a dump. A dump off to Javonte Williams, and he drops it. So, some first game jitters. I think Williams was about to start looking upfield to see where he could run with it. Unfortunately, the first play is designed for Javonte Williams, and he drops it. But hey, it's preseason. Move on. Empty set, Russ now in shotgun on 2nd and 10. Denver at their own 21. Shotgun snap, Wilson. Pressure, rolling to his left, now throwing, and that is caught. There is a flag that is caught, though. It'll be a first down, Denver. I didn't see who made the reception, though. Was that Marvin Mims? But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is all about. Holding. Defense. Penalty declined. First down, Denver. All right.
And ones,
that was
everybody.
Javonte Williams who made the reception. So Javonte comes back for a nice grab. I thought that was 83. It was 33. First and 10. It's a run for Williams to the right. Javonte trying to spin out of a tackle. Unfortunately, too many guys in red jerseys to do so. So a gain of 1 for 33. But hey, spam 33. Javonte Williams with his first carry since his horrific knee injury. Great to see. Bowles, Powers, Cush, Miners, and Fleming are your starting offensive linemen today. And you got all the key skilled offensive players out there. No one is being held back. 2nd and 9 now. Javonte Williams. Wilson under center. 3-step drop. Wilson, flicks it forward. That is caught. Javonte Williams. A shovel pass by Wilson into a very high-trafficked area. And unfortunately for the 49ers, it is caught. But Scary little shovel pass for a moment there with a lurking linebacker. But Williams, after dropping the first play, has come back with a carry and 2 receptions. So the offense so far has run through 33. 3rd and 6, though. 3rd and 6. The Broncos at their own 37-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Russ stepping up into the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Has the first down. Russell Wilson across the 50. Pushed out of bounds at the 49ers 45. So some vintage Russ, if you will, there, showcasing his speed and mobility, and uses his legs to pick up the first. Great play by Wilson. The pocket starts to disintegrate a little bit, but there's a lot of green grass right in front of him, and he's off for the races.
Everyone spam your ones. Spam your ones. First down. Let's go.
Get those ones in. 1st and 10, Denver. Under center, the snap, the run to the left. Nice run for Williams, and he picks up, no, I beg your pardon. That is Samaje Perine, 25 in the game now. So Perine takes that last handoff for about 5 yards or so. 2nd down and manageable coming up. Perine still in the game at running back. 2nd and 4. Wilson's going to tuck it and run. That's going to be a flag. There it is. So Wilson on a designed run for the quarterback picked up the first down, but Courtland Sutton with an obvious hold. And that's going to get called. Yeah, so there's a hold on Courtland Sutton. That wipes away a nice 10-yard run by Russell Wilson. I mean, I do find it interesting that Sean Payton is having his quarterback run in the preseason. That's a little bit nerve-wracking, but he clearly is sending a message. You guys have a long way to go in terms of being above everyone else in preseason snaps. So a hold on number 14 wipes away a 10, 12-yard run by number 3. 2nd and 14, a spot foul. 2nd down here. Wilson breaks the huddle. Russ lines up in shotgun. And there's a flag, and it's going to be a jump offsides on the 49ers. All right, so a penalty coming up for San Francisco. That's going to move the ball 5 yards forward. And that'll make it 2nd and about 9 or so. So Russ gets the defense to jump. Second and 5. 2nd and 5. It was 2nd and 14 a moment ago. That doesn't sound right. 2nd and 5. Russ is going to step up and run, and he is taken down by a shoestring tackle near the line to gain. I think he'll be just a yard or so shy of it. So Russ early on showcasing his legs, his mobility. He came in lean and mean for training camp, and we are seeing speedy Russ. Okay. Javon Hargrave on the field for the Niners after a very long career, or a good career at the Eagles most recently. 3rd and 1, bunch formation. It's a handoff to the fullback, Michael Burton, and he picks up the first. So a nice first down run for Michael Burton. And Denver keeps the drive alive with a 3rd down conversion. Get those ones in the chat. Span those ones. Span those ones. Chad Powers. Any relation to Kenny Powers? Where's the game? Right here. 1st and 10. Under center. Play action. Wilson surveying, looking, nowhere to go. He wants to tuck it and run. Instead, he throws it out of bounds. There was a linebacker staring him straight in the eyes, so Wilson makes the smart move and throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. As we get ready for what's turning out to be a relatively long opening drive for the Broncos. I know Sean Payton wanted the starters to play 20 or so snaps. I wonder if a 5, 6, 7-minute drive to open up the game will suffice. Wilson lines up under center, but now audibles to shotgun. Russ, play clock winding down, takes the snap. This is going to be false start. Players were moving. It was uncoordinated. It was unorchestrated. Everyone but the center. That's the best. Second down. Is the 49ers game? How? Are they on cable? This has been the worst deal of all deals. The 49ers channel is the studio right behind me, and they are about 1 second ahead of me. It's driving me insane. And we're both on NFL Plus. I don't know why their Wi-Fi is better than ours, but we're on the same Wi-Fi. 2nd and 15, Russ takes the snap. He checks it down. That's caught, but nearly bobbled by, who was that? Is that Marvin Mims? Marvin Mims, okay. So the rookie makes his first grab of the preseason. Mims helps get some yardage back after the false start. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Here we go. 3rd down and 7. Both teams eating up a lot of clock in the first quarter. Wilson with the ball at the 49ers 30. Russ takes the snap. Looks around, throwing downfield. That is incomplete. Looking for Jeudy in the end zone. Covered well, and it hits the ground for an incompletion. And that brings up 4th and 7, which, hey, the offense is very important, but we do get an opportunity to see Brett Maher kick a 48, 49-yard field goal. Let's see what number 16 is made of, as the Broncos will send the field goal unit on to try and tie the game at 3. Maher was 0 for 2 last week. He had one blocked. Here we go. This is a 48-yarder from the middle of the field. The kick is up. The kick is good. Kind of a knuckleball for a moment, but it ends up splitting the uprights. So we are all even Steven at 3 apiece with a little under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Denver's first team offense and defense took the field to start the game. I don't think we're going to see all the defensive starters after that long first drive by the Niners. But, hey, last week Sean Payton was not happy with the first-string offense. He kept sending them out until they got a touchdown. Maybe this week you see the first-team defense come out until they get a stop and get off the field without giving up any points. Keep getting those FGs in the chat right now while you're spamming field goal in the chat. Really quickly, today's sponsor, BetUS. The 2023 NFL season is right around the corner. So go to chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. Enter promo code Broncos125. Here are some fun things you can bet on, like the AFC West odds. Kansas City is minus 170 to win it. Denver is plus 550. Here's what I can tell you guys. Every single year in the NFL, there is a team that goes from worst to first. It always happens. 1 in 8 chance. 4 divisions in the conference, 2 conferences. You're telling me there's a chance, baby. So if you want to put some money down on great value at plus 550, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. Okay, what's going to happen on this next drive? Let me know in the comments. Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt. Jack Lauderay is going to give some shout-outs. I'm going to, restart the NFL Plus thing, and hopefully it kind of catches up a little bit. So Jack Lauderay is going to give some shout-outs. What's going to happen on this next drive? Plus, we're going to run through our fun Super Chat menu today. The score at the bottom, too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3-3 game. How are we feeling? 2 pretty long drives. We're already almost out of the first quarter. How you guys feeling? Let me know. All right, here's our Super Chat menu. All right, we're in a Super Chat battle with the 49ers report. They've been killing it. So we got to catch up. $67 in supers right now. We got to catch up. First time super chatter. Me and Petey are going to do a horse neigh. We've done a few of them already. $5, we get a raffle ticket. It's all right. We're doing our best. $5 is a raffle ticket for a signed pennant. $10, Petey's going to give you a hot take. $50, you join the Mile High Club. Not that one. Get your mind out of the gutter. And every 50 likes, Petey is going to compliment Russell Wilson. And we all know sometimes he's got a little bit of distaste with Russell Wilson.
I call it how I see it, and sometimes I can probably be a bit too critical if I'm being honest. But hey, we're 6 likes away from 200 likes, so I'll say something nice about Russell Wilson if we get 6 more likes. All right, Sam Darnold is on the field for the 49ers, so Brock Purdy's day is done, and honestly, it should be done. He drove down the length of the field, he scored a field, or he got them in field goal range. I saw enough. 1st and 10 for Darnold. I formation. It's a run up the middle, and this run goes nowhere. Now, I still see Pat Surtain on the field. Frank Clark is on the field. Sean Payton sent the first-string defense back on the field once again. Excuse me. I'll try and, call out. I see Frank Clark. I see DJ Jones, Zach Allen. Yeah, the first-string defense is back out there probably for just a second drive, but we're seeing a lot of them. This is 2nd and 10 now. 49ers working out of their half of the 50 at their own 26. Under 3 minutes to go. Darnold throws to the flat. Oh, a great tackle by Kareem Jackson. Nice open field tackle by the 14-year player. K-Jack brings down the back. So Sam Darnold getting the second team reps over Trey Lance. Is that a story? I think that might be a story, right?
It's 3rd down, everyone. Get those likes in. Get the threes in. Get the threes in.
3rd and
3rd
5.
down.
3rd and 5, baby. Darnold in shotgun takes the snap. Looking, throwing. That's broken up. Incomplete to Mari Mathis. Incomplete, baby. Incomplete. 4th and 5, and Denver forces a 3 and out. And I bet Sean Payton is a lot more satisfied now, right? Now I think Sean Payton pulls the starters on defense and says, that was a good first quarter. You did your job. You got off the field. So the Niners come on to punt with 2 minutes and change to go. Ooh, an ugly punt. Ew. That went out of bounds around Denver's 40-yard line or so. So really good field position for, I would believe, Russell Wilson still, actually. But maybe not. But we'll have to wait and see. So 2 minutes and change.
You know what
We
else is
are in a very competitive like battle. We just actually crossed 200 likes. Let's go. We'll update the live numbers. But the 49ers report is putting on a clinic. So I'm calling on all 550-plus people watching right now. Like the video. Every 50 likes, say something nice about Russell Wilson. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. I think he has the greatest moonball touch in football. Like, the way Russell Wilson delivers the deep ball, I feel like when you're on the receiving end of it, it's like catching a pillow. It comes down so smoothly. And hopefully we see more of those this year. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Every 50 likes, baby. We got a $2 super chat. Let's go. Chef Weston. Let's see the defense get a stop and have our offense cook. Defense got the stop, Chef. So, cha-ching. Now, Mr. Chef. Yes, Chef. Have the offense cook. Not opposed. Hopefully Russell Wilson can orchestrate a touchdown drive. Kind of get off the field on a high note. And I think if that's the case, Sean Payton, he's kind of being a bit of a, as far as NFL preseason psychos go, a bit of a preseason psycho, starting his starters in 2 straight games. But I think if the offense looks good on the second drive, he might feel that they are at a good spot and rest them all for the final preseason game. Really quickly, while we were at commercial, I just want to remind everyone of our Super Chat menu. And if you Super Chat $5 or more, you're going to be entered into a raffle to win this signed pennant. I'll sign it We'll mail it to you, add it to your office, to your dorm room, to your closet. I don't care, really. But it's an awesome signed pennant, and you can have a great story to share how you won it. But first-time Super Chatters, we nay $10. I've got hot takes, hot spicy takes for the 2023 NFL season. And $50, we're going to add your name to our Mile High Club. It's this Broncos hard hat. So if you're feeling like a baller, you want to be the MVP of today's show, $50 in Super Chats throughout the entire show, your name gets added. Really quickly, Jack, you want to share the wheel with them?
Yeah, here's the wheel, guys.
Now, it's not one big blob of orange. Like, they're kind of separated, right?
They're separated. These are the people that have gotten it's a $10 Super Chat.
$5
Super Chat, excuse me. These are the people that got a $5 Super Chat in so far. Not a lot. The chances are still pretty good. We'll see.
So Russell Wilson's day is done. Jarrett Stidham takes over now. So that's it for Russ and company, but Jarrett Stidham on 1st and 10 with a nice handoff to Javonte Williams. So Williams will continue to get some traction here. He kind of split the last series with Samaje Perine, and on 1st and 10, Williams picks up 8 yards. That's 2nd and 2 as the first half begins to wind down. Stidham last year with the Raiders was better than what my expectations were. Threw for 656 yards in 2 starts in 5 games, 4 touchdowns too. So Stidham breaks the huddle, the former Auburn Tiger, and he lines up in shotgun. Ball at midfield after a bad punt by the 49ers. Stidham surveying, dumping it off. That is caught on a screen by Williams and just no room to run. He gets tackled with no gain on the play. Javonte Williams has a few receptions in his return, a couple of carries, and if Sean Payton's going to stick by his 10 to 12 snap count, I think Javonte Williams' night will be done very soon. 3rd and 2, here we go, 3rd down. Shh. Offense is at work. Quiet down. 3rd and 2. It's a run up the middle, and that's a first down run for Javonte Williams. Oh, it's Samaje Perine. I wanted to speak it into existence. Didn't work that well. But Samaje Perine on 3rd and short runs it up the middle in between Ben Powers and Garrett Bowles. So the starting offensive lineman's still in there. And he gets the first, and he gets Denver across the 50. The ball now sits at the 49ers' 47-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go. I formation. Snap. Handoff. Williams running. About a gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play for Javonte Williams. And Javonte Williams, he hasn't had a great play or something like that, but he's looked like a normal running back, meaning he doesn't look slow. He doesn't look timid. If you want, a 30-second elevator speech on Javonte Williams' return, it was preseason. He got 1 quarter, it looks like, and he ran hard. He ran fast, and he looked like a pretty good back. He didn't make any big splashy plays, but he only got a couple of carries. I don't think we can define someone based off 4 carries to start the game against a very good 49ers defense. Keep in mind, too, that even if Javonte Williams was 100% healthy and this was a regular season game, I would not expect Williams to rush for over 100 yards against Javon Hargrave and Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and the rest of that team. It is commercial right now as the first quarter is over. So with nearly 600 people watching right now, make sure to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, be an overachiever. Hit the notification bell, select it to all. That way, whenever a video goes out, you guys stay in the know. Jack, can we get an update on the subscribers picked up so far today?
Yeah, we've done about 25.
25?
So yep. So we're halfway to a shot.
Okay. We're 25 subs away then. We'll kind of round up, make math easy, from Jack doing a tequila shot. Jack does not drink. I kind of want to see this happen. So help me out, please. Hit the sub button. And if you're already subscribed, start spamming sub. Yeah, get the bots out. But I want to know where our subscribers are at. I want to give back to our loyal and great viewers here. So type sub if you are subscribed to the channel down in the chat right now. We've got Wheelan typing sub. All right, Seahawks. Strike two, buddy.
That means he subbed. So is Seahawks really a closeted Broncos
That's
fan?
a great point. I think Seahawks is a Broncos fan. I think he's in denial. He's in timeout right now. Juwan Powell's here. What's going on, dude? Seth Marshall. We got Lucas saying sub. Grizzly Prod. Don't worry. I'll take care of the trolling Seahawks fan. You got to give everyone their time to troll. That's just the nature of the comment section on any social media. But then you get to be the big dick and just block the guy. And that's a lot of fun, too. Not going to lie. Just swatting them like a mosquito. Guitar is sub. James says shot time. Once we get to 50 subs, Jack will let us know. We've got the official count of where we started and where we are now. But Denver's offense is back on the field to start the second quarter. And the ball is fumbled on the snap, and I think Denver has it back. Jarrett Stidham's snap was fumbled, and he quickly jumps on it.
We're going to keep sub-only chat on for the rest of this drive. If the Broncos score, we're going to keep it on. If they don't, we're going to take it off.
Yeah. Chris Lauderay is subbed. Chris, thank you so much. It's a great last name. The guy here who has that last name is doing phenomenal work. 3rd and 8. Check down. That's caught. Dulcich slips out of a tackle. First down. Dulcich continues to run, and he's exited out of bounds inside the 30. So a 3rd and 8 conversion by the man with the flow. Second-year tight end out of UCLA, Greg Dulcich, says, watch me, squeeze me, breaks 2 tackles. Spam those ones, baby. Spam those ones. Someone has to do it more than Jack just did in the chat right now, because that was
get those ones in there,
quite
guys.
the rush
I'm
right
trying
there.
to bring the hype. Let's go. Here they come. Bring the ones. Bring the ones. Let's go.
1st and 10 from San Francisco's 27. Stidham lines up under center. He takes the snap. It's a run up the middle. Pirine, Samaje Pirine, pickup of 9. So Samaje Pirine is running hard. Talk about someone who is bursting through the holes. Samaje Pirine has looked good so far. Good run by 25, Pirine.
Some shout-outs here. Michael, Clutch, Aaron, Galaxy, Rohan, Whelan, Moss, Broncos fan 27. Let's go, guys. Get those ones in. Awesome.
2nd and 1 for Stidham and company. Inside the red zone now. And it's a run for the fullback, and that's a gain of 5 on 2nd and 1. That's going to move the chains. First down, Denver. Spam those ones, baby. We're also in the BetUS red zone. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Oh, I do. Okay. I'll give that at the end of this drive. 1st and 10. I've got a good thing for Russell Wilson, too. Stidham in shotgun. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Takes the snap. Stidham is sacked. Down he goes. Jarrett Stidham is sacked on 1st and 10. A loss of 8 on the play. And it's now 2nd and 18. So I owe the viewers a compliment to number 3, Russell Wilson, every 50 likes. So incentive to like the video. Okay, 2nd and 18, 3-3 ball game. Both teams scored a field goal on their opening drives. Stidham lined up in shotgun at San Francisco's 23. The snap, dump off, that's caught in the flat. Looking for room to run is Javonte Williams still. So I don't know if Sean Payton can't count to 10 or 12, but Williams has been on the field for more than 10 snaps at this point. And that was the target number, 10 to 12. And one catch and 4 carries. And I think they just want to give Williams a good workload. 3rd and 16. Starting offensive line is still out there as well, by the way. I see Quinn Miners. I see Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers. Shotgun formation, the snap. Quick wide receiver screen. Jeudy catches it. Jeudy is going to be stopped short. Gain of about 5 on the play. Okay. Field goal unit comes on for Denver. It's Brett Maher. He made his first field goal attempt, and he is on for his second, a 34-yarder. So a lot of work for a guy who last week missed his first 2 attempts. And 1 blocked, for what it's worth. 34-yarder is up, and it is good. I don't want to jinx it, but Denver might have their kicker in Brett Maher, baby. So 6-3, Broncos on top. Span those FGs. So if I could take a moment to have the microphone for a second here. We saw the first team offense play 2 series there, minus Russell Wilson. Why? Right? Why is Javonte Williams and Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton all out there, but Russell Wilson's not out there? I think Sean Payton saw what he needed to see out of Russell Wilson, meaning he saw the mobility, he saw the decision-making, he saw the correct reads, the correct throws, and albeit just 1 series, but he clearly was encouraged by what he saw. And last week, he didn't see anything he liked until the 4th series. So whether you want to argue that Sean Payton is just trying to avoid injury, my counter-argument would be, well, he's not trying to avoid injury for Javonte Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton, and the entire starting offensive line. I think if you are looking for positive signs and takeaways from this, Sean Payton liked what he saw out of Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson on his first series and the only series he played, he looked pretty sharp. He had the ball on the money, he made some good throws, and he was good with his legs as well. So very encouraged by what I saw from number 3, and I owe Russell Wilson a compliment every 50 likes. Russell Wilson compliment number 5. Yeah. Number 5, it is very difficult to make Wisconsin look good as a quarterback. That is something only Russell Wilson has ever accomplished. Like Bo Callahan's up there, but even the 5-star recruit they got a few years ago, Graham Mertz, couldn't get the job done. So it is a very tough school to go to and succeed as a quarterback, knowing they want to run it on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, right? That's why they have so many great rushers. Melvin Gordon, James White, Monty Ball. So shout out to Russ for succeeding in a school where very few quarterbacks have ever done it. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. We're 27 likes away from our next Russell Wilson compliment, so keep liking the video, and I'll keep saying nice things about number 3. Who you got? We are not all even. It's 6-3, good guys. Broncos on top. We're trying to catch up to the 49ers report, though, in likes, and they've got a good sizable lead on us, so some work to do, no doubt about it. Brett Maher is going to kick it off to restart the game here. About 10 minutes to go in the first half. Kickoff is up. It is going to be a touchback. Touchback will bring the ball out to the 25. And it is Sam Darnold once again out there for the 49ers. Brock Purdy started the game, 1 series like Russ. And now it's the former, he was the 4th overall pick, I believe. No, Darnold was the 3rd overall pick. It went Baker, Barkley, Darnold, Denzel Ward. And then Bradley Chubb. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Darnold. Darnold, he's going to step up and run. Sam looking for room, and he starts to slide. Now, I'm looking to see which players are out there on defense. I see Zach Allen, so that's 1 starter at least for a 3rd series. I saw Alex Singleton. I see DJ Jones. Delaire and Turner Yell is in, so we got some backups in the secondary. Frank Clark is still in. Damari Mathis, but no more Pat Surtain, it looks like. Kareem Jackson is in as well. Pat Surtain was the one guy I did not need to see play a single preseason snap. 2nd and 2, it's a run, and the Niners are going to be just shy of the line to gain, but a flag is thrown. It looks like it's going to be a hold on the 49ers. Yep. 10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down. So 2nd and 12 coming up next for the 49ers. I see Jeudy Jewell out there. Delaren Turner-Yell, Kareem Jackson, Damari Mathis. I think that was Isang Bassi, but I couldn't really see the number clearly. 2nd and 12 for Darnold and the Niners. Clutch master Ben Powers not doing hot. He gave up a bad sack. That would be a fair assessment. 2nd and 12. It's a quick throw on a slant, and that is caught. 1st down. That is Conley. He was with the Jags for a long time. Chris Conley. As long as it's not another Conley. So 3rd and 1. I think we're ahead of him now. Or maybe not.
Get those threes in. Get those threes in. Let's get a stop right here. Here we go.
Spam
get
those threes.
in.
Spam those threes. Everyone watching right now, flood the chat with threes, baby. 3rd and 1. It's a run and a gain of about 3 and good enough for a 1st down from Davis Price. The threes were not spammed enough. That's the only takeaway from that play. Not that Zach Allen ends the play on his butt. But the threes were not there. Coming out of it, 1st and 10, 49ers. They're at their own 37. Under center, Darnold takes the snap. It's play action. Pressure, pressure. He's stapled as he throws, but it's caught. 1st down, San Francisco. Great play by 14, Sam Darnold. Has pressure barreling down him and delivers a 25-yard strike to Jawan Jennings. And it's all coming back. There's a holding. That sucks for the 49ers. Like Sam Darnold took a big hit this time from Jeudy Jewell. And he delivers a beautiful strike, and it's caught. 1st down across the 50. And it all comes back. Sucks to suck. And that's Jaquan McMillan, by the way, in on the coverage. 1st and 10. I beg your pardon. 1st and 20. Just over 8 minutes to go. Denver rushing 4. Darnold, quick check down over the middle. That is caught by his tight end. No Kittle in the preseason, from what I gathered. But Warner instead. But another flag, so pretty undisciplined so far for both sides, but that's preseason football. Offsides, defense. Penalty was declined, though, by Shanahan and the Niners, saying Zach Allen lined up in the neutral zone. Zach Allen still in the game. Randy Gregory is still in the game. So 2nd and 9 after the completion. Sam Darnold thus far, 3 for 4, 27 yards. He's looked good. Don't spoil the game. It's okay. 2nd and 9. It's a run and a gain of 4. So quick request. Everyone watching right now is at different spots in the game just because of the delay for YouTube, for you guys to get it, the delay in the chat, and the delay for people watching on NFL Plus versus local cable. So everyone give yourself like a 5-second delay before rushing to the chat. Wait for me to say it. That's going to be the rule of thumb. 3rd and 4. Darnold lines up in shotgun. Takes the snap. Pressure. He's sacked. Down he goes. That's Randy Gregory and Jonathan Cooper collabing for the sack. So Gregory gets in on the action in the second game of the preseason with a nice sack. Let's go. Jonathan Cooper came in untouched. He kind of disrupted the whole play, and then Gregory finishes him off. So 4th and 14, and I think we probably have seen enough from the Broncos' first-string defense now. The punt is off, and it is out of bounds. If you're a Niners fan watching right now, you got to be a bit concerned about the offensive line. It was bad last week against the Raiders, and it is bad this week as well. So, something to think about there. Just going to float that out there. Do with that information what you will. I also want to float out our Super Chat menu another time in case any new viewers have just tuned in and they want to know what they can maybe Super Chat for. First-time Super Chatters, we're going to horse neigh. It's not pretty, but we're going to do our best, and it's definitely something that you'll never forget. $5 Super Chats, well, we enter you into a raffle to win this signed pennant by yours truly. So, $5 Super Chat or more, and your name will be entered into that raffle. $10 Super Chat, I've got a hot take for the 2023 NFL season, dying to be shared, and I will for every $10 Super Chat. $50, we've got a Fun Mile High Club, not the one that you were conceived in, but no. This one is our Broncos hard hat tier. We'll get a sticker, we'll throw your name on it, and that will go down in Broncos history. It's probably going to end up on Sean Payton's desk. I wouldn't be shocked if it is like a traveling gnome. Maybe it goes to Elway for a little while. You could be in the backdrop of a Peyton Manning Monday Night Football cast. Anything's possible with this bad boy. And every 50 likes, say something nice about Russell Wilson. We're 8 likes away from our next Russell Wilson compliment, so like the video. Here we go. Jack?
You're also 3 subs away from a Jack tequila shot.
Desire best, does $4.99 count? Yes. I am the cool teacher. I round up to every single biggest number. So $4.99 is a $5 Super Chat in my book.
Let's get some DENs in the chat. Let's go Broncos. Got the ball back. Here we go. Get those DENs in the chat. We're going to do some shout-outs for you guys.
Get those DENs indeed. Sorry for, drinking so much water. My throat's a little raspy if you can't tell, so I'm trying to smooth the pipes down a little bit. I do love when you watch the preseason, the preseason coverage by the local broadcast, because it's solely geared to the home team, and they don't give a damn about the road team. 1st and 10. Jarrett Stidham, run up the middle. That is, I think, Tyler Beatty. I don't think it's Samaje Perine. So, no, it's Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay. 2nd and 5.
Going to give a few shout-outs here for some guys that are spamming DEN. We got Michael Gardner, Michael Garcia, Shane Pittman, Bradley, Waylon.
Moss, 299 likes. We are 299. 2nd and 5 for Jarrett Stidham. Stidham lines up in shotgun. Directing traffic. And he takes the snap. Quick throw. That is caught. And that is Montreal Washington, I believe, on the reception. I didn't get a good look. Another thing I hate about the preseason is you get the local broadcast. It is spotty at best. I think that's Little Jordan Humphrey. I beg your pardon. Didn't look like 12. It was 17. Little Jordan Humphrey on the reception there on a wide receiver quick screen. Nowhere to run. 3rd and 5. Oh, we got a $5 Super Chat. Let's go. We'll throw that on screen in a moment. But first, 3rd and 5. Here it is. And Stidham is sacked. Down he goes. Stidham is sacked on 3rd and 5. So the 49ers defense forces a 3 and out. And it is all backups in for Denver, by the way. Not even the starting offensive lineman. I see Luke Wattenberg. I say Isaiah Prince in there. That's Kyle Fuller at center. The other Kyle Fuller. Not the one that sucked in 2021. 4th and 7, Riley Dixon with a beautiful punt. That goes right into the end zone. But he got a great leg into it. So, a big boot by Dixon goes into the end zone. And we have a super chat coming in from Desire Best. What's going on, dude? Hey, Matthew. I always love watching Broncos Chat Sports. Amazing content and analysis. Hopefully I can get that signed banner. Let's go Broncos. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas. Desire Best, that is a Mountain Rushmore text for a super chat. You hit everything. You cater to my heart. You talked about DT, a legend, and you're absolutely right. For all of our regular viewers, I'm pulling for you guys to win the signed pennant. I'll sign it. We'll mail it to you. You can add it to your sports lore, if you will. Every $5 super chat, your name gets entered into that raffle. Now, we have some questions we can kind of toss out there. Have a little bit of a discussion about what we've seen so far in terms of whether the starter's playing or just grading the team. I like this one by Jack. Thank you. From what you've seen so far, how would you grade the Broncos? It's 6-3 Denver. We got some good snaps in for the first team offense and defense. What's your letter grade for Denver thus far? For me, I'd go B. Like, it's hard to give an A when a team doesn't have a touchdown. I feel like you're on your knees, basically, at that point. But I think a B is appropriate. The defense has looked... Well, the defense was not good on the first drive, but they had a bend don't break in the red zone, and that's impressive. They have held the 49ers to 3 points since then, but it's been Sam Darnold playing. As for the offense, good first drive, got into field goal range. I mean, no one's going to complain about an opening series being 3 points. I think that's something that we get wrong in the preseason, which is no touchdown. What a bust. Does anyone have that approach in the regular season? If the first drive is not a touchdown, this game is going to be awful? No. A lot of teams don't score on their opening drive and put up 30-plus points. So just because it doesn't happen in the first preseason game for the starting offense doesn't mean the world is going to be, raining down cats and dogs and it's all over. Super Chat Battle update is ugly. This is bad. This is worse than Ben Powers today. It's $1,000 to 74. All I can offer you guys is sweat, blood, and tears. And if we just start chipping away at it, what an incredible comeback it would be. That's the kind of shit Leo does movies for. I think Leo would do a movie for this. Jack's a movie guy. If it was a $300 comeback, I don't think Leo cares. You know who's co-starring in this Leo movie, by the way? On 1st and 10, the 49ers run it. Matt Damon. That's a Matt Damon co-star.
This is a Matt Damon movie. Oh, yeah. This is a Matt Damon movie.
I watched a Matt Damon movie before coming into work this morning. Green Zone on Netflix. Good movie. It has Holly Flax from The Office in it, too. 1st and 10, the 49ers pick up 10 on that opening run. Under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. I formation, a run to the right. On 1st and 10, it's a gain of 3. That'll be 2nd and 7. I kind of get the sense, Jack, that both coaches have reservations tonight, right? Maybe a nice restaurant on the water at the piers, because this has been a fast first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've really been trying to test their running backs. I mean, that's what we've seen. So I think
we're about almost an hour into the game, and we're almost done with the first half. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. Quick throw out to the slot. That is caught, and that's a big gain on the play. 15-plus yards for the 49ers. And Denver's, Randy Gregory is still on the field. That is shocking. I'm not going to lie. Oh, we're at 300 likes. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Okay. And we have 50 new subs. Okay, so we're going to get a Russell Wilson compliment and a Jack Lauderay shot at the 2-minute warning. Three from Russ, 3 from Stidham. 1st and 10. The first team offense played 2 series. Well, like they had guys kind of coming and going. Like Russ only played 1 series, but the first string offensive line played 2 series. So it's hard to draw a line in the sand for how many series the first team offense had together.
All right, let's go defense.
Here we go.
Here we go.
First and 15, 2-minute warning. Okay. So, I owe you guys a Russell Wilson compliment. Jack owes you a shot. Every 50 subscribers we add, Jack takes a shot of tequila. This is a first ever, I want to say. A very rare appearance. Maybe the first ever. Feel free to comment away.
This is the first of the 2023 NFL season.
That's a good way of putting it.
I'm happy to be doing it here on the Broncos Breakdown.
Love it.
Bottoms up. If you have not subscribed, there's almost 550 people watching. I know for a fact you all haven't subscribed. Subscribe. Another 50 subs, I'll take down another one.
Cannonball coming. And Jack's a trooper with it.
Not great.
Down the pipe, down the hatch.
Not great. Not great.
Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson gives me major designated driver vibes. Don't you agree? That Russ is the guy that you call, and I'll take it a step further. He's not just the guy who's going to come pick you up, your drunk ass from the bar. He would get you Taco Bell too on the drive home, right? Russ would be the guy that all you got to offer is a chalupa for him, and he goes, all right. We'll go pull in the driveway. We'll get the drive-through. Russ seems like a good DD, like a fun DD. You know, he won't be the grouchy one that's in their pajamas and is so mad to be there. He'll be like, we had fun at the bar, guys. Like, Russ seems like an awesome DD. Okay. Really quickly, BetUS, our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. When you enter that, promo code Broncos125, when you enter that, you get a 125% deposit bonus. I can't guarantee that Denver is going to win the division, but I can guarantee that plus 550 odds is too good a value to pass on. So give it a shot. Sprinkle a little bit of moolah on it. And the worst thing can happen is you lose $5 or $10, and the best thing that can happen is you win a lot of money. I mean, that is retirement. Now, I can't say that, otherwise the gambling commission is going to crack down on me. But it's a good chunk of change that you can treat yourself to a nice steak dinner to, all thanks to the 2023 AFC West champions, the Denver Broncos. Let's give some shout-outs here. Who we got? Denver, San Francisco. This is just a great excuse to spam DEN in the chat, baby. Sam Darnold and the offense break their huddle. So far for the Broncos, 24 snaps on offense. Been long series, long drives for both sides. Darnold, quick throw. That is caught. Ball, fumble. Oh, it's recovered by the Niners. Okay, starters still out there. I see Harris, Singleton, Frank Clark, Randy Gregory, Zach Allen. I think Sean Payton is playing the starting defense the entire first half. That fumble was forced by Bassie. Or Mathis, rather, I think. I think Mathis actually formed it. They were both right there on the player. But the Niners call a timeout after the fumble, so we're back to another break, baby, which means we get to just toss some more questions your way. Robert, while you are way behind, take it up with NFL Plus, dude. I wish I could be up to game speed, but NFL Plus sucks. It is so far behind. So no spoilers in the chat, please. Just go at the speed I am going at. We don't want to spoil that for anyone that is rocking it with me in terms of where they are. Take it up with Roger Goodell. Write a letter to him. I love writing letters. Downtown office in Manhattan. I think it's on Park Place. I think it's 400 Park Place. I can't remember.
Guys, look. Just like the players, The NFL is getting prepped for the season too. Once the season starts, it's going to be smooth as butter.
Okay. Crisscross, Matt, where is the whiskey? No alcohol tonight. I know it's a Saturday night, and I'm very lame for saying that on a Saturday night of all nights, but I'm just not feeling up to it. I'm not really at 100% right now, to be truthfully honest with you guys, so we're just going to kind of keep it light tonight. Michael saying, shots on me, boys. I saw someone ask thoughts on Sean Payton. Ignore the play calling because the play calling in the preseason means nothing to me. You don't want to show your cards anyway for the regular season. But something you can take away from it is he is playing his starters for a long time. I mean, well into the second quarter, and here we are at the half, and Randy Gregory and Frank Clark and Zach Allen are all on the field. I don't think Frank Clark has played the second quarter of a preseason game since his rookie year. Right? Like, these are vets who have been around for a long time that hardly ever play in the preseason. And here they are now having the time of their life. No. But here they are playing in the second quarter. So that's definitely noteworthy. Kareem Jackson is in year 14. And he's still out there right now. That's bonkers in my eyes. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it's unusual. 2nd and 7 for the Niners coming out of that timeout. Denver called a timeout, by the way, trying to get the ball back. 5-man rush. Darnold is sacked. Down he goes. Zach Allen makes the play. Zach Allen with his first sack, right? 3rd and 14. Number 99 for the Broncos, Zach Allen making a nice play right there. 7-yard loss. All right, here we go.
Spam those sacks, guys. Spam those sacks.
Get
Let's
those sacks.
go. Big play right there. Big play.
3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. Let's get those sacks in there. Here we go. So far, Darnold has been sacked twice by this Denver pass rush. Sam Darnold breaks the huddle from his own 41-yard line. Darnold takes the snap. Looking, running with it now. He's got some grass, and he slides just shy of the first down marker. So that will bring up 4th down. They are on Denver's half of the 50, and the Broncos called another timeout. Talk about Sean Payton coaching to win the game. He is trying to maximize the clock here to get the ball back and have the offense back on the field. You don't always see that in the preseason. A lot of times you see teams take their foot off the gas, let the clock roll, get into the half. Not Sean Payton. He has no reservation tonight. Shanahan might be pissed. He might have something on the wharf. But not Sean Payton.
Petey, it looks like they're going to go. So everyone needs to spam their 4s. Right here.
Oh, no, they're punting.
Oh, never mind. They're
punted.
punting.
They changed. But still, spam the 4s for the punt team
Spam
sucking.
the 4s. I tried.
Mitch Wisnowski had an awful punt last time, so hopefully we can get that back again. Spam those 4s. Marvin Mims is back to return for Denver. Wisnowski's punt is much better this time. It's fair caught by Mims at the 19. So Marvin Mims fair catches it, and that will bring on, I assume, Jarrett Stidham. And maybe Ben DiNucci gets the whole second half. That kind of seems accurate. Maybe Stidham plays into the second half, and DiNucci gets the fourth quarter. I think Stidham should play some more. He's not a rock-solid backup, right? He's not like a Brian Hoyer, a Case Keenum, a guy who's been around for a long time. He probably needs to play more football. And he doesn't get to play in the regular season. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, Stidham. Dump off on the screen. That is caught, and a good head of steam right there. That's that Tyler Beatty. Or I think it's Tony Jones. 2nd and 2, 2-minute drill. Another quick throw. And Tony Jones once again making the reception. So the Broncos with 1 timeout are moving quickly. And Stidham checks it down. That's incomplete. Denver's out of timeouts. This is why I hate preseason football. It said they had 1 timeout, and then they realized they didn't have one more timeout, so they removed it. I know it's like preseason for everyone, but it's amateur hour with these local broadcasts. 2nd and 10. Okay. 2nd down. Stidham barking out commands to his offensive line. He takes the snap. He surveys. He throws. That is caught. 1st down. Move the chain. Spam those ones. Lil Jordan Humphrey on the 14-yard throw and catch. And with under 40 seconds, Denver's got to get a move on to try and get into field goal range. Ball at midfield. 30 seconds to go. Shotgun snap. Quick throw. That's nearly intercepted. Oh, boy. Marvin Mims, the intended receiver, but that was almost a pick 6 if the Niners DB makes a little bit of a better play on the ball. He went to bat it down, and he could have just caught it. Oh, that easily could have been 6 the other way.
Just put up a new pin poll, guys. Are the Broncos going to score before the end of the half? Yes or no? Go vote on it.
Shotgun snap, 25 seconds. Here it is for Stidham. Stidham throwing down the left sideline. Has a man wide open. That's going to be 6 points, maybe. Jalen Virgil's down at the 1. But a huge play. They got to go. They got to go. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Oh, no, it's end of half. They Dak Prescotted it. The half's over. I don't think you could spike it within 3 seconds. No. This was razor close, but I think the timer's over. I think the time ran out. Oh, what a bummer. Denver just needed another second. But unfortunately, Jalen Virgil is gingerly being helped off the field. He's being carried off by some teammates and coaching staffs. Sean Payton is livid right now. But that is the half. So after 30 minutes in Santa Clara, it's 6-3 Denver. The Broncos were at the 1, but had no timeouts, could not stop the clock, and we get double zeros on the board. So we're off to half. We're going to take a halftime break ourselves between Jack Lauderay and myself. So this is your chance to go to the bathroom, get something to eat, get something to drink. But unfortunately, a great play to Jalen Virgil is ended with Jalen Virgil being helped off the field, really not putting any pressure on that leg. That's not good to see. We'll definitely get some updates for you on that front. But no points to show for. Denver still maintains a 3-point lead. 6-3 Broncos. We will see everyone at the start of the second half. We are back for the second half of action, but grade the Broncos' first half. A, B, C, D, or F. It will be San Francisco to kick off the ball to restart the game. But before we get Jarrett Stidham or Ben DiNucci on the field, give me your letter grade for the first half, as the opening or the kickoff to start the second half is a touchback. I would give it a solid, give it a B, right? I think for it to be an A, Denver has to have 2 touchdowns or something. But I think we saw a lot of really good things and had the first string offense and defense played the whole first half. It'd be a very competitive game right now for both sides. So for that reason, for Denver to be going toe-for-toe-ish with the first and second stringers of one of the best NFC teams in football, I think that warrants a B in my book. So give me those letter grades in the chat as we are back in action. 1st and 10, a run up the middle for 4 yards. I'm seeing a lot of B's. I'm seeing a lot of C's as well. Andrew Gonzalez says C. Henry says B. C+ from Bradley. B- from F18 USA. Robert C-. Desire Best, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time, dude. B from Wyland. Slightly above average C. Wouldn't that be a C+ then? I'm just saying. Those are your rules, not mine. 2nd and 7. We still have Jarrett Stidham in as his pass for, that was Brandon Johnson, slapped away. Incomplete. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Denver's second string offense. Broncos ended the first half at the 1-inch line. Jalen Virgil was short of the end zone. That much I am sure of. But his knee got rolled up on, and he has been ruled out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. I'm nervous for Jalen. I hope he's okay. He made the 53-man roster last year. I was pulling for him again this year. 3rd and 7 now. Offside, blow it dead. Ooh, Albert Okwuegbunam, though, had some room to run. Poor Albert O. Was about to have a good play, but clear path to the quarterback, and that's going to be ruled offsides. So 5 yards for Denver, and that'll make it 3rd and short. So 3rd and 7 will turn into 3rd and 2 to restart the second half. Here we go. Let's get some good traction going on offense. 3rd and 2 Broncos. Jarrett Stidham breaks the huddle. Albert O out there with a mixture of the 2nd and 3rd string offense right now. Do with that information what you will. A run for Tony Jones on 3rd and 2. I don't think he got it. I think it was 2 yards to the line, to the first down marker, and he got 1 yard. So that will bring up 4th and 1. I'm a little surprised we're not seeing Jaleel McLaughlin. We saw him earlier in the game, and then we haven't seen him since. I'm not quite sure if that's because the coaching staff likes where he's at. All right, 4th and 1, they're going for it. At least they're lining up at their own 35. I think they're just going to try and draw San Francisco offsides. 5 seconds on the play clock. And they do not get San Francisco to jump. Delay of game for the offense, so the punt team will come on out. So ultimately, Denver goes 3 and out to start the second half. That's a bummer, but is what it is. So with the punt team on, Jack, I know you wanted to showcase a deal. Whenever you get that ready, by all means, we will float it to all of our viewers' way. Nearly 400 people watching. I owe them a Russell Wilson. No, we're good. We're 30 likes away from another Russell Wilson compliment. Every 50 likes, say something nice about Russ. This punt is a booming punt, a really good punt by Dixon. Fielded at the 7. The return gets across the 25, across the 30, all the way out to the 35. A 30-plus yard return. Is that Gray? No, Bell. That's Ronnie Bell. Went to Michigan, if you remember. Yeah, good special team play right there by Ronnie Bell, the former Wolverine. Okay, so, Jack, the floor is yours.
All right, Jen. Here I am. It's very simple. I'm going to put up a shot clock right now in front of Petey. Here it is. 2 minutes
2 minutes.
Every 15 subs, I've got the sub counter up right here on my monitor right next to me. Every 15 subs, I will take a shot of tequila, and that's going to hurt really bad. But we're going to do it for the fam. Here we go.
Jack is putting his body on the line because he does not drink, right? He is not someone to dive into the liquor cabinet. So hit that sub button down below. Let's show Jack a good time this Saturday night. Plus, in return, you get free Broncos content. The clock is on. Every 15 subs, we get at least 30 subs, right? Can we get 2 shots, back-to-back tequila shots into Lauderay's belly? Hit that sub button. Let's go, Broncos Country. Subscribe right now. We're going to get you guys the best content all year long. Minute 24 on the clock. We remain to be seen how wasted Jack will get as Joaquin Reyes get Jack wasted.
We're only up to 3 right now.
Up 3?
So I'm not that worried.
No, you are not shaking in your boots at all. We got 90 or no, not even 90 seconds. Over a minute to go. Let's get Jack fucked up. Hit that sub button. Let's go. Come on, Broncos Country.
I'm here to have a good time. Let's go.
Get Jack
sub right now,
a bunch
and I'm taking shots.
IPAs, tequila shots, all that good Mountain High stuff. Bronco Dog, I got that sub already. Take a shot. Every 15 subs, that's a shot for Jack. Hit that sub button, Garrett. Garrett, I know you're a sub, dude. You've been sub for a long time.
I don't know, guys.
Nearly 400 people watching right now. Let's go. Subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later if you really don't like it. But at least see Jack take a shot because he never drinks. So this is a first, honestly. And I would love to maximize it. 20 seconds to go. Hit that sub button.
We're at 5.
Andrew Gonzalez subbed, and he's a Niners fan.
Come on.
We've got someone from the other team subbing. Let's go. Subbed. Sub.
We're not going to do it.
5 seconds. Sub. What are we at?
We're at about 10.
10? That stinks.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, he's a man of great deals as the 49ers come back from the break with a 3-yard carry.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
All right. If we get to 14,690.
90, how far away are we from that?
We're 5 away.
5 away.
By the end of this drive.
That's fair. That's a shot.
I'll do a shot.
I like that deal. That's a deal I can take. And I'm not even on the beneficiary of this side. So 5 more subs by the end of this drive, and it is 2nd and 8. Okay. Randy Gregory is still playing. Wow. Okay. I don't know what to make of this, honestly. Is this a good, a bad thing? Is this a message? Randy Gregory is still playing. Holy smokes. All right. 3rd and 5. Here we go.
All I'm going to
Hit
say.
that sub button.
All I'm going to say. It's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Drive can be over real quick.
Shotgun snap. Darnold throws. That's tipped up. That's intercepted. Essang Bassey comes up with the interception. That's his 2nd of the preseason. Bassey with the wonderful INT on a beautiful can of corn. Let's go. Bassey with the nice pick. And it's a drive, so you got lucky, Jack. But Essang Bassey, after it hit the helmet of the intended receiver, basically like an easy gift from above, makes the squeeze, and the Denver Broncos defense gets off the field after the Bassey interception. Spam those INTs, everyone. Michael Gardner, John, Broadmaster, Monkey Plays, Clutchmaster, Garrett Ringy, Wyland. Let's go, Joaquin Moss. Keep spamming those INTs like Sweaty God and Trent and Rhett Ladd, Braden, Grizzy Pod, INT for everyone in the chat. Let's go.
Because,
we get done?
Because, no, we didn't.
That is
Too
so
short.
disappointing.
But, Petey,
yeah,
I love a good deal. I love a good deal.
You'd make a great car salesman.
If we get to 700 subs by the end of the Broncos' next drive, we are 11 away. I'll do 2 shots.
Okay. We just got a very special super chat. Can we throw it on screen really quickly? We just got a super chat from, might be, off of some people's radars, but not this guy's radar. Elijah Munson. Elijah Munson was the first suitor of the Broncos Mile High Club to end last season. Elijah Munson is back for more, baby. Elijah, so good to see you in the chat. Thank you for your super chat. Let's get ready for a hopefully better 2023 season. But Elijah, shout out to you. Thank you for your super chat. First time super chatters, we get the horse neigh going. $5 super chat, Elijah, if you are interested. We are doing a raffle for this Broncos pennant. I can sign it and send it to you or send it to the winner and said, every $10 in super chats or a $10 super chat, I've got a whole bunch of hot takes I'm ready to unload. $50, that Mile High Club can have some more suitors added to it. And then every 50 likes, I owe a compliment. Not quite yet. I'm 23 likes away from saying something nice about Russell Wilson. So like the video for Russell Wilson compliments. But Elijah, good to see you back in the chat. Welcome back. So Denver's offense comes on the field after the Essang Bassey interception. Under center, it's Jarrett Stidham handoff. Jaleel McLaughlin running to the left, cutting through a couple of defenders. Gain of 5. Gain of 5. There is a flag. Oh, that's a pity party.
Petey?
We did it?
No. 7 subs away.
7 subs away. I thought we were 5 subs away to start. Oh, I missed that part. My bad. Elijah, what's going on? Go Broncos indeed. Thank you. All right. 1st and 20. 1st and 20 after the holding call. Little Jordan Humphrey. Under center. Play action. Stidham checks it down. That is caught, but not a lot of room to run for the UDFA tight end, Jordan Akins. So Jordan Akins on the reception on 1st and 20.
5 subs away, guys. Never know when this drive's going to end. 5 subs away. Let's get it in.
We need 5 more subscribers for producer Jack to take a shot of tequila. 2 shots. 2 shots. 2 for the people. 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap. It's a run. This time for McLaughlin. He gets tripped up, but he had a full head of steam. Just seemed to lose his footing as he was getting past the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 6 or 7 or so. So 3rd and manageable-ish now after 1st and 20. With 3rd and 11 coming up. So quiet down. Offense is at work. Shh. 3rd and 11. We have shotgun formation. The snap to Rippin. Stidham throwing. That is caught. Oh, he fumbled. Fumble. That was caught by little Jordan Humphrey, but he recovered his own fumble. Jeepers creepers. First down, though, you're right. So 1st down, I kind of skipped the most important part of the story. 1st down, but little Jordan Humphrey lucky to recover his own fumble.
Got some great news for you, too,
yeah.
baby. We got there.
Oh, let's go.
That's 2 shots for me.
So, yes, I will say it again. We are behind because NFL Plus, what I'm watching on, is behind. I'm at their speed, so take it up with the commish. 1st and 10. Stidham has nowhere to go. Yikes. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7 now. AFX Apocalypse, are you cheating on me? Are you going over to Chase Senior's stream and then coming back? Don't forget your first true love, AFX. 2nd and 7. Under center. Stidham takes the snap, play action, dumping it off. That's Akins on the reception. Akins has the first down and more. A gain of 10 and plus, but a flag comes down. I think this one might be coming back. It's been relatively sloppy for both sides. Let's see what the flag is on. Holding offense. 10-yard penalty. AFX have been with Patrick most. Just hopping around. Rod, with NFL Plus, can you watch any NFL game? Just preseason. They don't do regular season games on NFL Plus. Honestly, NFL Plus is the most useless paid subscription in the history of paid subscriptions. It gives you nothing. This year, it gives you Red Zone, which is something at least. Before that, you'd pay for NFL Plus to watch the all-22 films 72 hours after the game. 2nd and 17, shotgun snap to Stidham. Jarrett running to his right. Run! Tucks it in. Oh, damn it, Stidham.
He had all the room.
He had a lot of room. He tried to hold on too long for a pass. Nothing developed. So by the time he started to take off with his legs, the linebacker came up and met him, pushed him out of bounds, short of the line to gain. Nate, thanks. I just bought it. F my life. I'm sorry. You have Red Zone on it, which is cool, but you don't get many other features with it. You get NFL Network. If you want to watch NFL Network for daytime television. 3rd and 2, they're going for it. It's a handoff to Tony Jones. Tony Jones is going to try and get to the first. It'll be close. I think they called him short, though. I think he's short. So it is going to be 4th down for the Broncos. Let's see what the offense is going to do. 4th and 1, Denver is going to go for it, but there's a flag on the play. Just delay a game? Or too many men in the huddle? Too many in the huddle. I mean, that's just preseason football at its finest right there. Chef's kiss. Too many men in the huddle in the preseason. That's something we all had on our bingo card. That's like Mr. Brightside as far as bingo cards go. Like music bingo, everyone's got it. 4th and 6, they're going to go for it still. Okay. So Denver's going for it on 4th and 6 in plus territory. So they're at the 49ers. Why not try Brett Maher? You're at the 37. It would have been a nice 50-plus yarder. 4th and 6. Stidham throws. That's nearly intercepted. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Should have been picked, but it kind of worked down the Niners' favor. It wasn't because it's a loss of downs, take over from the line of scrimmage. But the Niners make a stop on 4th and 6. They get off the field. And Jarrett Stidham is incomplete on the pass. Jack, can you give some shout-outs? I'm going to, exit again and re-enter. That's what she said.
Everyone type F in the chat. That's just a brutal way to end that drive. And while we're here, it's shot time, ladies and gentlemen. Waylon says F. D-Bag McGee says F. Monk Plays says F. Trent says F.
F's in the chat. Garrett saying that Jarrett Stidham is kind of like 2022 Russell Wilson. I can see the connection. I don't hate that take, Jarrett. A lot of F's in the chat. That's a bummer. Oh, Cannonball number 1 from Mr. Lotteray. Subscribe for more shots from producer Jack. He is not a drinker. So if anyone, okay, this is going to be a deep cut here. Stick with me. If anyone watching right now, nearly 400 people watching, have ever seen the TV show Vice Principals on HBO, great show. You remember the principal that got hired? She did not have gin. That's like Jack with tequila. We can get there. I really hope someone understands that reference. And if you do, get in the chat and let me know. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself here. AFX, how has Darnold been playing? Darnold has looked fine. He's looked good. He's made some nice passes. It's not the easiest to evaluate skilled position players in preseason when they're working with the backup O-line and the second-string wide receivers and running backs. Darnold has not been something you try to hide, but he hasn't been lighting the world on fire. Okay, so someone got the reference. Weiland got the reference. What was the principal's name? I'm trying. Miss Dr. Damn it. Great show. Great show. I'm glad I'm not the only one that knows that show and gets the reference. Sam Darnold, meanwhile, back on the field with the Niners, gain of 9. Okay. Javon Hargrave, first season in San Francisco after time in Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. What's wrong with my brain right now? Yeah. 2nd and 2. Darnold under center. It's a handoff. A run that is probably going to get 2 yards exactly, and that'll be enough for a first down. I mean, this is peak preseason football, watching the home broadcast interview their players, and you're like, I don't give a shit. Go back to the game. Joaquin, Jack is going to take his shirt off and spin around while jumping in front of the camera. Jack going to get on a car and pee on it too.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Melinda something. Melinda Jackson? I think I just got it. Someone fact check me. 1st and 10. It's a run to the right for the 49ers. And a really strong run. I see Nick Benito in the game. I don't think I see Randy Gregory anymore. 2nd and 8. V292, Broncos' second QB isn't very good. I tend to agree. Jarrett Stidham has not been a big needle mover as far as preseason legends go. Dr. Belinda Brown. Okay, I was kind of close. I said Melinda. It was Belinda. Brown and Jackson, I was not close at all. 2nd and 8. Play action. Darnold throwing over the middle. That's caught. Nice throw and catch right there. And I think that's Ronnie Bell on the receiving end, indeed. So a 1st and 10 for the 49ers after a 20-plus yard throw and catch between Darnold and Ronnie Bell, rookie out of Michigan. 1st and 10. The snap, a pitch to the left. Denver's defense swarms the play. Looked like Nick Benito made the tackle, the second-year defensive end out of Oklahoma, making a nice stop on the play. Frank Clark is still in the game. So Denver is really running the second-team defense for a long time here. 2nd and 9.
Guys, remember, every $5 super chat, you're getting put into a raffle that we're going to do at the 2-minute warning. So make sure you get him in.
Darnold, 2nd and 9, throwing down the field. That is incomplete. What is it, Jack? What is it? That is incomplete. I feel like we've only had 2 incompletions, right? What are the 49ers quarterbacks throwing this game? They have not missed many throws.
Darnold is 10 for 13.
So 3 incompletions for Darnold.
Purdy was 4 for 5.
4 incompletions total. I think we've missed 1 or 2 max. 3rd and 9. Here we go. Make some noise at home. Darnold takes the snap. Throwing to his right. That one is caught, and it's going to be a first down. AFX, you asked me earlier how Sam Darnold is looking. He's looking well. He's looking good. Oh, boy. All right. We'll just put timeout. Okay. Too much politics in the chat for a Broncos football game. At the 20, under center, Darnold play action. Oh, Bonito broke his ankle on that play. Dumps it off, and it's a gain of 10 inside the red zone now. Well, we got a lot of B to block the bots. We are now in the BetUS red zone, by the way. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125. Join our sportsbook here at Chat Sports. 2nd and 10. All right, I beg your pardon. 2nd and 1. No. I'm going to lose my cool. It is 2nd and 1. Under center, I formation. Darnold throwing to the flat. Has a man wide open, making a run for the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 49ers score a touchdown on a 10-yard throw. You're not going to believe this. Is that who I think it is? Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to double check here. Is that Coletto? Okay, one moment, and then we're going to get to the super chat that just came in. Okay, Jack, give some shout-outs here because I am about to lose my mind, I think.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, guys. Type F in the chat. Not ideal, not ideal. I'm going to get PD off screen here for a second. Here we go.
That's okay, yeah.
And I'm here. All right. So, here we are.
Jack.
Extra point was missed. Is that Jake Moody? Jake Moody missed the extra point?
Okay. Can I have the floor for a moment?
You can have the floor.
We have a super chat we're going to get to in just a moment. But we have 326 people watching right now. The man that just scored that touchdown for the 49ers. I am right now speaking to all of our longer time subscribers. Who remembers the video that I did back in March/early April about Sean Payton's new Taysom Hill Swiss Army knife player that came to visit the Broncos? Does that ring any bells for our longer time viewer subscribers? That man, Jack Coletto, just scored against the Broncos. Denver brought him in for a pre-draft visit. They did not draft him. They did not sign him as a UDFA. I don't know what happened to him after that. I kind of forgot he existed until now when I just saw Jack Coletto scores a touchdown for the 49ers. I thought, no way. That's the same Coletto that went to Oregon State, if I remember. And Denver was going to maybe bring him in to be the new Taysom Hill Swiss Army knife. And sure enough, Jack Coletto scores a touchdown. So that's pretty wild. I don't know.
Grizzly Prod just said, hire you as a scout for real.
The evidence was there. I was on my phone thinking, I remember that name, and that might have been a bad call by Denver to let him go because he just got a revenge touchdown. So Jack Coletto. John, I remember. John says he remembers. Bradley remembers. Garrett remembers. Grizzly Pod. Okay, I'm glad I'm not talking to myself once again. Thank you, guys. We did have a super chat come in.
We got one.
First time super chatter. Jawan Powell. Jack, Jawan has been subscribed and commenting on videos for a long time. So, Jawan, thank you so much for the super chat. First time super chat. Are you ready?
I'm adding him to the...
Add him to the wheel. $5
right
super chat. Add it to the wheel.
All right, I'm ready. You ready?
All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Meanwhile, Jake Moody's extra point was no good. Wide right with the wind. So the game remains a 3-point game. Before we get back to the action, super duper quick from the higher ups here, make sure you pay a visit to our sportsbook partner, BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. Oh boy, the kickoff return was fumbled, but Denver seems to have recovered it. Okay, don't fumble your sportsbook this year. Get BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos 125. Oh, it was Jaleel McLaughlin. He didn't really just completely drop it. He just didn't get underneath it, so it hit his hands as he was diving for it. But then he was able to jump on the ball and hold on to it. Ben DiNucci's in the game. DiNucci the Gooch. Ben DiNucci replaces Jarrett Stidham for the rest of the game with a little under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter as he dumps this one off to his tight end Atkins. But a flag comes down, a lot of penalties. Pass interference, Kendall Hinton. He's blocking too early. When it's a design play like that where there's just one read and it's to this tight end and you have to fake running a route and then start blocking, you got to be a better actor for a little bit longer. Unfortunately for Kendall Hinton, he starts blocking too early. 1st and 20. AFX Jake Moody. He missed the extra point. 1st and 20, a run up the middle. Jaleel McLaughlin, a long run. On 1st and 20, he picks up about 17. Broncos legend quarterback Kendall Hinton. That is all-time sports trivia. Which quarterback turned wide receiver turned quarterback made a spot start, whatever, in 2020? 2nd and 3. DiNucci in shotgun. Takes the snap. DiNucci rolling to his right, throwing. Kendall Hinton dropped. Oh, that stinks. Can't quite hold on to it, and that brings up 3rd and 3. Let's see, is this a bad drop? It's a good play by the defender to jar the ball loose, honestly. I would say a better play by the defender more so than a bad drop by Kendall Hinton. 3rd and 3, here we go. DiNucci takes the snap, looking towards his left. Plenty of time. All the time. Now he throws. It's incomplete. He had so much time. That's what happens when you work with the 2nd and 3rd string receivers. No one works their way back to the ball, and then no one makes a nice catch. Kendall Hinton works his way back to the ball, but the ball is not right on the money. It's a little bit over here, and he can't quite make the diving catch. That's a bummer. 4th and 3. Nice punt by Dixon. It's fumble! Fumble ball! Broncos football! Denver recovers inside the 10-yard line. San Francisco muffs the fumble. Muffs the punt. Let's go.
Everyone spam LFG. Let's go.
Broncos take it over, and great real estate. Horrible fumble, horrible muff by the 49ers return man. And a beautiful job by Denver special teams. Is that Moreau coming up with it? I think so. Fabian Moreau secures it. And now Denver's offense moves all the way down to the 8-yard line. DiNucci handing it off. A run. McLaughlin get to the end zone. Yes! Touchdown, Jaleel McLaughlin. And the Broncos retake the lead. I'm just such a big fan of 38. Span those TDs. First touchdown of the night for Denver.
Show me them TDs. Let's go!
After a pair of field goals late in the third, Jaleel McLaughlin punches it in. Let's go. The extra point by Brett Maher is up, and it is good. So that missed extra point by Jake Moody is pretty important right now because it is a 4-point game. It's 13-9. That means a total of 24 points. I told everyone I know to bet the over this game, which was at 40. So I need 2 touchdowns for a push. 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter I don't think is out of reach.
That was quite the momentum shift right there. I mean, muffed punt, next play, you get a touchdown. I don't know, man.
We haven't seen Trey Lance yet. I wonder if he comes in soon. Just like how Denver went to Ben DiNucci. I really want to watch Trey Lance play. I haven't really ever had a chance to sit down and watch him play kind of start to finish. It's only just been highlights here and there. Wyland type 38 in the chat. I like that. Spam 38 for Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay, Brett Maher is going to kick it off to restart the game. Minute 22, to be exact, remaining in the quarter. Over 400 people watching right now. Maher kicks it off to restart the game. And that goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Petey.
Yeah.
You got to say something nice about Russell Wilson.
Oh, good point. Okay. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. All jokes aside, Russell Wilson is a very giving person that spends so much of his time at children's hospitals doing great charitable work. He's an awesome human being in that regard and so many others as well, so many other ways. But it's so commendable and such a great role model to look up to. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. He's great for that. Like the video. Trey Lance is in. Trey Lance is in. Okay, let's watch Trey Lance, shall we? More exciting than Ben DiNucci, let's be honest. Under center, Trey Lance pitches it to the left. It's a run for the Niners and a gain of about 3 to 4. Randy Gregory is still in the game. What does this say about the depth chart for Denver? Is Sean Payton sending a sign? 2nd and 7. Trey Lance breaks the huddle. Lance, a former 3rd overall pick, is now playing in the 3rd quarter of the preseason. He takes the snap. Trey Lance moving to his right. Lance throwing. That is caught, I think, at the sideline. Very nice throw and a better catch by his receiver, dragging 2 feet to stay in bounds. Good look by Lance there. First and 10. 49ers break the huddle. Lance lines up under center in the I formation. Lance, handoff, run up the middle, and a gain of about 7. And that's going to do it for us in the 3rd quarter. Trey Lance and the 49ers are down by 4. And the former 3rd overall pick is on the field. I hate NFL Plus. It's so far behind. It's unbelievable. How can your own service be so far behind? I don't get it. Elia Munson, type in "Let's go Matthew" for the Broncos. Elia, you are way too kind. Too kind, you know that? But let's get those B's in the chat right now. Spam B if you bleed blue and orange for the Denver Broncos. Michael David, who is Matthew? I'm getting a lot of B's here. Hit that like button too. I like that as well. I do want to quickly remind everyone, I know you guys are probably getting sick and tired of me saying it, but because we are entering the 4th quarter, we're doing a raffle giveaway, if you will, for this signed pennant. I'll sign it. We'll mail it to the winner. $5 super chat, and your name gets entered into that raffle. So That's our big giveaway today, if you will. All first-time Super Chatters, Jack and I are going to do a best impression of a horse neigh. It's not ugly. It's bad. It's not pretty. $10 Super Chat. I still have, let me see exactly. I still have 3 more hot 2023 NFL takes. So $10 Super Chat, I'll share my next hot take for this upcoming season. And if you reach $50 in Super Chats, we add your name to our Mile High Club here at the channel. It's not the one up there in the air. It's right here on the ground. We add a sticker with your name onto it for a hard hat for the Broncos. So that is our Super Chat menu for today. And as always, every 50 likes, well, we're going to say something nice about Russell Wilson. And we are 39 likes away from our next milestone. Trey Lance is back on the field. Michael, you're good, dude. Don't worry, buddy. Subscribe, though. Trey Lance on the field, play action. Lance rolling to his right, pressure, checks it down, it's caught, and it's a first down for the 49ers with Ronnie Bell. First and 10, San Francisco in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, 49ers with the ball, but trailing by 4. There is a flag on the play, so it looks like that play is being wiped away. Okay. I can't stand the home broadcast for preseason games because they just spend half the time interviewing players and missing the game. 2nd and 8. Frank Clark is still on the field. Holy smokes. I don't see Randy Gregory, though. On 2nd and 8, it's another throw by Trey Lance. Good play by his back to keep his legs up and get towards the first down marker. That's Jeremy McNichols. He was with the Tennessee Titans for a while, if that name sounds familiar. Okay. So that brings up, I think, 3rd and short, maybe a first down on the play. Let's see. First down. No, 3rd and short. I beg your pardon. No, ignore me. It is 1st and 10. I don't know football. 1st and 10, a run up the middle and a gain of 3 to 4. So 2nd and 7, but the Niners are out to midfield. Frank Clark playing in the fourth quarter of a preseason game has to be a first for him. I love to know the message that Sean Payton is really trying to drive home. You just signed this guy to a pretty lucrative contract. And now you're playing him in the fourth quarter with all the backups and third stringers in the preseason. What kind of message does that send for Frank Clark's depth chart status? Frank Clark's out there. Yes. 2nd and 6, shotgun snap. It's another handoff and a run here. You know, I might not be as brilliant as Kyle Shanahan is, but what do you learn about Trey Lance when all you do is have him hand it off in the preseason? Why not have him throw? Why not finally kind of close the book on the Trey Lance experience with at least an idea of who he is as a player? All he does is just hand the ball off in the preseason. 1st and 10, Lance in shotgun across midfield. Lance drops back, and it is intercepted! It's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and I think Denver comes away with the pick. Yes! That's Elijah Garcia! He had 2 sacks last week, and now he's got an INT. Elijah Garcia picks off Trey Lance. It's batted up by Matt Henningsen, and then Garcia gets under an INT. Trey Lance is picked off. 3rd turnover for the Niners tonight. Let's go! A bad break for Trey Lance. The pass was just too low on the radar. And anti-air defense slapped it down.
Hey, celebrate that interception and like the video. Come on. Like the video. Let's go.
Hit that thumbs up button. Nearly 500 people hanging out with us right now. Oh, no. They're going to challenge this, I think, or review it. This might be overturned.
Ooh, Petey.
Yeah.
We are 12 subs away from another Jack shot.
Another Jack Lotteray shot. 12 subscribers away. There have to be 12 of you watching right now who are not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe. I really just want to see Jack take as many tequila shots as possible. The guy doesn't drink. It'll be a pretty fun post-game show if we can get Jack buzzed. Let me give some shout-outs right now. Yeah, get the bots out of here, indeed. Michael David typing INT. Garrett Ringy doing a great job of patrolling the chat. We'll get rid of the bots. Don't you worry. Andrew Gonzalez trying to reverse it. Andrew, I love how you're hanging out with us. I do want you to at least have all the information, and that is we do have a 49ers specific YouTube channel here at Chat Sports with Chase Sr. It's called the 49ers Report. If you want to go hang out with your own, I really shouldn't be asking you to leave, but I just want you to know the facts, that's all. More than welcome to hang out here still. Get the bots out of here. Beat up, block the bots. Okay. So, let's talk ball for a moment. Some second half takeaways. What's with Randy Gregory and Frank Clark playing into the fourth quarter? Like, does that mean they are third stringers? Or is this just Sean Payton kind of stress testing them because they haven't played a lot of football lately? Like, Frank Clark just joined late into, well, he missed all of OTAs and minicamp, and he's been healthy at training camp, but he's missed a day or two every so often. Meanwhile, Randy Gregory missed a lot of time last year. Is this just Sean Payton going, you're not at a level where you're too good for preseason football? Or is it, I don't know what you expect. You guys are third stringers in my eyes. I think Jonathan Cooper's a big winner out of this because all he did was play the first few series or so, and then his night was done. So Jonathan Cooper's stock is rising. Do we have an injury update? Okay, INT stands. It's an interception. Matt Henningsen tips it. Elijah Garcia makes the catch. DiNucci throwing over the middle. We've got our Seahawks troll back. Seahawks Country, let's ride. Seahawks troll, I will ask you one question. And I do want an honest opinion. Or, not opinion. I do want an honest answer. Frank Clark, do you recall him ever in Seattle? This is a deep memory dive. Playing into the fourth quarter of a Seahawks preseason game? Because we're witnessing it tonight. Be honest, all jokes aside. 2nd and 5, a pitch to the right. And McLaughlin is only going to get about 2 yards or so on 2nd down. So that brings up 3rd down. I don't recall, well, I will say I never watched Seahawks preseason games from 2015 or 16. Okay. 3rd and 3. And we've got DiNucci in shotgun with a little over 11 minutes. DiNucci looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run, but he throws incomplete. Incomplete on 3rd and 3. So Denver forces a fumble, and then the offense goes 3 and out. So that brings up 4th down. That brings up 4th down here. 4th and 3. Denver's going to go for it. I'm a little surprised they aren't trying to give Brett Maher more reps? Like, what do you gain from the offense converting it on 4th down? 4th and 3, DiNucci rolling to his right, wants to tuck it and run. He fumbles, ball gets out of bounds, thankfully. Now, you cannot advance a fumble forward, so it's going to be wherever he fumbled the football. DiNucci was much better last week than he is this week, I think. And that kind of goes for Jarrett Stidham also being sloppy as a backup. Oh, it's Niners football. What? D. Winters, the rookie out of TCU. I didn't even see a clear recovery. I thought I saw it roll out of bounds. Oh, it was 4th down. That's why. Okay. Like I said, on 4th down, you can't fumble it forward to advance it. So it's wherever the ball was when you fumbled or where the ball carrier was. That's the line of scrimmage officially, and he didn't get across the line to gain. Okay. Quick BetUS read, Mr. Lauderay. You guys know the drill by now. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125. That's going to get you a 125% deposit bonus. Put some money down on Denver to win the AFC West. Plus 550 is just too good a value. And need I remind you guys, in Sean Payton's first year in New Orleans, they went to the NFC Championship game. This is not foreign territory for him. So do with that information that you will. All the information you need to get started with BetUS is at the bottom of the screen. Garrett Ringy, Matthew, do you think we need to recruit a new QB if the backup QB does not succeed? Does Denver need a new backup quarterback? Probably, like, in all honesty, but they're not going to get one. They paid Jarrett Stidham 2 years, $10 million. It's just not a spot where I think they're going to eat a lot of money at the backup quarterback position, right? Like, you don't take all that dead cap hit for the backup job. I don't think that's all that likely. I got to look and see what Jarrett Stidham's guaranteed money was. If it's close to zero, then they have nothing to lose. Jarrett Stidham doesn't get much. But if it's a 2-year, $10 million contract with $5 million guaranteed, I don't know if they want to light $5 million on fire before you even get to the regular season. Like, that's a big loss for an owner to just go, hey, we spent your $5 million on nothing. Jack, want to show the wheel? So
it is, guys. Guys, remember, 2-minute warning. We are picking a winner for this pennant that Petey's going to hold up right now. All it takes is a $5 super chat. We've got 10-ish minutes left in the game before we get to the 2-minute warning. $5 super chat. Petey will sign it, send it to you, put it in your man cave. It'll be great. Get those super chats in.
Trey Lance and the 49ers back on the field. 1st and 10, I formation. It's play action. Lance throwing over the middle. That's incomplete. Flag on the play, though. More penalties. Hands to the face defense. Automatic 1st down for the Niners. Illegal hands to the face. And that's the right call. So, hands to the face. I think it was that PJ. Oh, no. Ndubuisi. I believe he's part of the international program where they assign 8 players to 4 or 8 teams from 2 different divisions. 1st and 10. Snap. Handoff. Run up the middle. I just don't get it. Why do you have Trey Lance just to hand the ball off? What are you learning from this? He's hardly thrown it. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Lance breaks the huddle. All right. Under center. Lance takes the snap. 3-step drop. Pressure. running away from it. Now he tucks it and runs, and he gets out towards the first down marker. We got a super chat. Let's go. Super chat coming in from VT92. Love this channel. Never miss a video. V2, thank you so much. Me too. I like the channel a lot, but that's a bit cocky of me to say. But thank you so much for your kind words. We will enter you again into our raffle for the signed pennant, all $5 super chats. You're the man. Go Broncos. Thank you so much. 3rd and 1, Niners. Hand it off, run to the left, and nowhere to go. 4th down, there's a flag. There is a flag on the play. Face mask. Defense. Damn. That's a bummer. Where's the call? It's on Aaron Patrick. That's a face mask, yeah. Pretty simple call right there. Aaron Patrick got a fistful of face mask. So 1st and 10, 49ers. The drive stays alive. First and 10. Ball sitting at Denver's 34. Under center. It's a pitch to the left. A nice run for the Niners. Picks up about 4 to 5 yards or so. J.L. Skinner just dropped him. Is he okay? J.L. Skinner looks a little shaken up after a big hit right there. Let's watch the replay. Oh, get off the train tracks, dude. J.L. Skinner just laying down the hammer. That's the rookie out of Boise State. They got in round 6. He tore his pec training for the combine. It caused him to drop a couple rounds. And I think Denver got a really good player in Skinner. 2nd and 5. Under center. Lance, drop back. Throwing downfield. Oh, good pass, I thought. Just not able to be completed. Lance took a hit. But I thought, tossed a pretty good ball right there. Just a little bit short of the target. But was that Nick Bonito? I think that's got to get caught. The receiver does a poor job of adjusting to the ball mid-flight.
We need to stop right here, guys. Spam stop. Here we go. Let's go.
Let's go. Need to stop. Shotgun formation for Lance. Takes the snap. Throwing. That's caught. First down. Not enough stops. That's on you. It's on you. It's 110% your fault. Name that movie. Good slant. And it's completed for enough to get the first down. That is Art Green in on the coverage, UDFA cornerback. 1st and 10 Niners. Michael, good job. Shotgun snap. Lance is going to tuck it and run to the left. He has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards on the play. But there is a flag. This is chef's kiss preseason football. Hold offense. It's on the left guard. Let's see if it's a good call. I'd say that's a hold. That's a hold. Yeah. You know it's a hold when the lineman releases with the player and they're like, I'm innocent. Well. First and 20 from the 33. Bonito. Lance throws over the middle, went through a couple of fingertips, but ultimately hits the ground harmlessly. And we get a very rare incomplete. The 49ers quarterbacks today have been very accurate. 2nd and 20. Just over 7 minutes to go. Lance in shotgun takes the snap. Looking, throwing. That is incomplete. 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20.
Those incompletes in, guys. Get those incompletes. Let's go.
Someone asked, is Nick Bonito still in the game? Yes, he is. 3rd and 20. I'll watch Nick Bonito on this play just for you. Mr. Chris, he's rushing from the top of the screen. It is thrown quickly, though, on a crossing route that is caught. Gain of about 8 or so on 3rd and 20. So not enough for a first down, but it will bring on Jake Moody, the rookie kicker. Did he just call him Jeff Moody? I thought it was Jake. It is Jake Moody. Okay. So far, Moody in the preseason is 1 for 3. He needs to get some confidence back. 43-yarder for Mr. Moody is up, and it is good. Jake Moody bangs it through, and that makes it a 13-12 game. So we're at 25 points. I had the over-under at 40. I told all my friends and family, take the over. We're not dead, but we need a big play. Like, we can't sustain long drives anymore to get a couple more scores in. We're 15 points. Did I do the math right? Yeah, 13 plus 12, 25. And I'm 15 points away from 40. Quick plug, by the way, we are just a few minutes away from the 2-minute warning. So if you want to enter our raffle for a signed pennant by yours truly, $5 super chat, and we will enter your name into our raffle drawing. At the 2-minute warning, we will do the drawing. So get your raffle tickets in now. There's nothing better. Like, quick draft here. Most electric moments in life. Winning any type of lottery or draw or raffle is a high you chase for a long time. Because everyone always goes into it saying, I never win these things. And then one person comes out, big you-know-what in the locker room, just feeling like they're on top of the world. $5 super chat. Crisscross, Matt needs to start wearing the horse head. So you were here for the Rams game last year, where I think I wore it for most of the second half in what was a Christmas Day massacre. Hackett ruined Christmas for Denver. He was the Grinch that day.
Can we get to 400 likes ASAP, guys?
25 likes away. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. 26 likes to go officially, actually. Over 400 people watching right now. Hit that thumbs up button. Jason Stewart loves this. Jason, I couldn't agree more, my man. Now, I do want to quickly add, after the game, we are going to have a post-game show. So make sure you stick around for that. Don't sign off the moment the game ends. We're going to break down the game with an instant reaction and takeaways. So stick around for our post-game show. We've got that coming up. We've got 49ers name the 4 Super Bowl champions who have sons on the 49 roster's coaching staff. Bob Greasy, Ed McCaffrey, Mike Shanahan, and Gary Kubiak. Return by Jaleel McLaughlin from the 5, across the 15, out towards the 20, 25-30, 35-40, out to the 45, pushed out of bounds to the 50. Number 38 making more plays this preseason. A nice return to the 48-yard line for Denver, and the Gooch is in business for my over. I need this. Otherwise, looking for a new place to call home. Rent money is not coming. We need the over. I don't want to alarm anyone of my degeneracy here. We need some points, and we need them now. Under center, DiNucci, handoff, Jones, run to the right, Tony Jones, off he goes across the 30, inside the 20, to the 10, taken down at the 7. Tony Jones Jr., the free agent signed during March Madness when I was at Buffalo Wild Wings and I stepped outside to film a video with a big long run. Let's go. Denver in the red zone, trying to add on to their very narrow 1-point lead. First and goal, BetUS Red Zone. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. At the 9-yard line, DiNucci, play action, dumping it off. McLaughlin, Jaleel walks into the end zone. Beautiful moves by the UDFA running back. He had 2 defenders right in front of him, and he's sprinting towards the pylon, slams on the brakes, lets them go by, and waltzes in for 6. 38, punches it through. What did I just say about the over? I needed that. It's 19-12 good guys. Spam those TDs. Show me those TDs. Okay. We need the extra point here to make it an 8-point game. The extra point by Brett Maher is up, and it is good. Okay, so pulse check here. It's 20-12. If I'm doing my math right, that's 32 points. A tie would be a push, meaning if we get 20-20, this is going to be close. Weiland, believe me, I know. So, Jaleel McLaughlin, quick huddle. Everyone come in. We are so past him making the 53-man roster. We are now talking about how big of a role he's going to have on this roster. I think he's actually going to get serious snaps. We are past him, bubble player. Bubble player? See ya. Love to see this for the UDFA running back. Brett Maher is going to kick it off to restart the game. I would go, pardon my French, fucking bananas for a pick 6 here. Specifically, Isang Bassi. I'm not even sure if he'll be on the field anymore. But we are under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You're going to hate me. But one last plug, probably not the last one. $5 super chat to enter the raffle for our signed pennant giveaway. $5 super chat. We will do the drawing at the 2-minute warning. So you got 3 minutes and change to load up on those $5 super chats. If you're teetering on the line, at least do it just so you can have a horse in the race and be a part of that thrill. First and 10, Trey Lance and the Niners. Lance, play action. Steps up in the pocket. Lance looking, throwing. That is dropped. He had a wide open man at the 50. There is a flag. Holding offense on the Niners. So whether it was caught or not, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. First and 20. Lance lining up in shotgun. Takes the snap. Lance rolling, throwing. Oh my gosh, nearly intercepted. That had to be picked. They not know what's at stake here. My preseason degeneracy betting on the over. I was told starters, Russell Wilson and Brock Purdy. To be fair, I wasn't wrong. They were wrong. Because the starters scored points. They got field goals instead of touchdowns. Right? 6 points instead of 14 points. That's an 8-point swing. If I get those 8 points, we are at the minimum right now. See if Vegas agrees. 2nd and 20. It's a throw to the left, caught by Ronnie Bell, and he is shoved out of bounds after a gain of 9. So 3rd and 11 coming up here. All right, time to start spamming those threes. That's Fayan Hicks, the 7th-round pick last year out of Wisconsin, in on coverage. With Isang Bassi and McMillan playing well, I don't think he's got a spot on this roster this year. 3rd and 13. Spam those threes. Spam those threes. At the 22, shotgun snap. Lance looking, throwing. That is caught. First down, San Francisco. So the drive stays alive. He finds an open man and a nice easy throw and catch to move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Good blocking for Trey Lance. Good throw, good catch. We're also 19 likes away from 400. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. And we're $15 away from $100. That would be a really good accomplishment if we get to $100 in Super Chats so I can tell my bosses, let me do more watch parties for the Broncos. 1st and 10, it's a pass up the middle and a big gain to go along with it. About 20 yards or so. And Lance is rolling right now this drive. 16 likes away. Uh-oh. I don't understand. 1st and 10. Lance throwing on the screen, on the slant. That is caught. Gain of 8. Hooking up with Martin that time. 2nd and 2. 1 minute to go until the 2-minute warning. You know what I'm going to say. I won't even say it. $5 Super Chat. Raffle ticket, baby. 2nd and 2. Lance takes the shotgun snap. Looking, throwing. That's caught middle of the field out to the 22-yard line. And the Niners are moving quickly. That's Willie Snead. Did not know he was in San Francisco. Now I do. 8 likes away from 400. Over 500 people watching. 1st and 10. Lance throwing towards the end zone. Touchdown. Rick, that was horrible timing. I'm so sorry. Touchdown 49ers. My over's alive, but at a cost. But a $20 Super Chat from Rick Callister. There is a flag. Pause the celebration. Okay. I'm not rooting for Denver's demise here, but I was banking on the over, and a 2-point conversion would give it to me. Would actually give me a push. I need a Brett Maher walk-off field goal. That's what I really need. But Trey Lance with a really nice throw, a good catch. What's the flag, though? Okay. Oh, I see Niners players coming down. Well, that's just going to be on the... Oh, no. Well, that would make it a very long 2-point attempt. Because it would be after the play. This 49ers player is about to completely bone me. I mean, I know, yes, I want Denver to win, don't get me wrong. But we can all agree that preseason football doesn't mean much when it comes to the regular season. And Brandon Ayuk might have just cost me my over bet of 40 points. This is going to be interesting. Okay. I'm going to send some hate mail to Brandon Ayuk. You just screwed me. I'm gonna Venmo request him. That's more appropriate. Okay. Rick, we'll throw that Super Chat on in a moment. Don't worry. I'll give you your fair airtime. It just came right at the touchdown. 2-point conversion, though. This is big for the Niners. They're at the 17-yard line. They need a touchdown from the 17. Right? They got to get to the end zone from the 17-yard line to tie the game. Here we go. Shotgun snap. Lance looking, pressure, rolling to his left, throwing, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. All right, there we go. Incomplete. Rick Callister, though, with a $20 super chat to push us over $100. Rick, you're the man. We're adding you to the raffle. Thank you so much for your super chat. Go Broncos. So appreciative of your super chat. Let's go. Brandon, just bear with me, dude. It's preseason football, okay? So 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the game. It's 20-18 Denver. The Niners are going to use their timeouts to try and get the ball back. I can't believe Brandon Ayuk literally just cost them a game, potentially. Like, that's bad, dude. I know that's preseason, but, like, it's really, I mean, I'm going to sound like an oldie here. It's disrespectful to the guys who are competing and on the field for you to treat it like a JV game where you can run on the field with no pads and cost them the opportunity to tie the game and win.
We have a new pinned poll.
New pin poll.
Will the over hit?
Oh! Another $20 super chat. I owe 2 hot takes still, by the way, as this kickoff goes out the back of the end zone. Robert Brandt, first time super chatter. You ready? Okay. You got to unmute yourself. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. Lee! First time super chatter, Robert Brandt. Let's go. I've got 2 hot takes to give. Let me give them to you guys after this 1st and 10 play. I don't want to cuck the action, if you will. Robert, thanks so much for the super chat. Go Broncos, dude. 1st and 10. At the 25. Denver just needs to run out the clock. I would love a touchdown. Play action. DiNucci looking, checking down, caught McLaughlin, and lost a yard, but more wisely stayed in bounds. Better that than going out of bounds and stopping the clock. 49ers call a timeout, and now I will give my 2 hot takes. $10 super chat or more, I give a hot take. So the first one, let's get the first super chat up, if that's okay. From Rick Callister. Rick! Hot take number 5. You guys ready? I think Denver starts off 3-0. I do. Week 1, the Raiders. The Raiders suck. They've had Denver's number for the last 4 seasons or so, but that changes this year. Week 2, Commanders. The Commanders might be one of the worst teams in football. At home, has to be a dub. And then week 3, revenge game with Vic Fangio on the road. I think Sean Payton gets the better of him. Give me a win in week 3 on 2nd and 11, a run up the middle for Chase McLaughlin, Jaleel McLaughlin, excuse me, and a gain of 3. Timeout 49ers. So I think Denver starts off 3-0. Hot take season, baby. $10 super chat. Hot take number 6 I've got tonight. Ready? I'm predicting offensive and defensive rookies of the year. This isn't maybe a scalding hot take, but Bijan Robinson wins offensive rookie of the year. Will Anderson Jr. wins defensive rookie of the year. I know that's pretty chalk, but it's tough to predict rookies of the year. I think those 2 players are beyond talented, and they are going to showcase that in year 1. 3rd and 8 for DiNucci. Ben DiNucci rolling to his right, slips out of a sack. Now he is nearly intercepted. Oh, my God. He was looking for Albert O. It was a pinball machine that hit a bunch of 49ers players. And ultimately and thankfully, it hits the ground.
And the bad part about this is they gave up realistically no time on this drive. 3 timeouts and an incomplete pass.
Robert, I am not going to cheer if the 49ers kick a field goal to win and I get the over. I'd rather Denver win. I would like the best of both worlds. The punt return, meanwhile, for the 49ers is out to the 22-yard line. That's the home clock operator right there. Do you ever want to know the difference of a home clock operator? The home clock operator stopped the clock with 2 minutes and 1 second to give the Niners one play before the 2-minute warning, thus giving them a timeout. That clock should read 2 minutes. He stopped it at 2:01 as he was being tackled. Okay. Trey Lance on the field at the 22-yard line. Last chance for the raffle, baby. $5 super chat. 1st and 10. Snap. Lance. He is nearly sacked. He throws it into the turf, and it'll be incomplete. 2-minute warning. Is there a flag for roughing the passer? No. 2nd and 10 when we come back. But Jack, are we ready? Okay. We are going to do the raffle. If anyone wants to get a buzzer beater up for a $5 super chat to join the raffle, by all means, feel free to do so. But this is the last call for sure. And we're going to pick a name, and then we're going to put my Twitter at the bottom. And then you guys hit me up on Twitter, whoever the winner is, and I will mail it to you signed, sealed, and delivered. Give it like 15 more seconds. Let's at least show them the wheel. So that's the wheel. I know that it looks like there's only like 10 names, but like they double up on some of the oranges. Oh, actually, no. Now it's nice and easily spaced. It's just hard to read the names in orange because of the font I feel like is also in orange. I don't know. All right. We ready? Okay. Here we go, Jack. Spin that wheel. Our winner is VT92. VT92, you won the pennant. Shout out to you. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you to all of our super chatters tonight. You guys really helped drive the bus. VT92, follow me. Hit me up on Twitter at Matthew Petey. DM me. Tweet at me. Just so I can get in contact with you, so I can send you the signed pennant. So at Matthew Petey, VT92, shout out to you. Congratulations. I sure hope he's still here. Where is he? Okay. Fidel, tweet, that's it. DM so I can get your address, Fidel, and then I mail it. I know. Fidel seems to have a pretzel in his brain. All right, here we go. We are getting ready for the 2-minute drill for the Niners. They're down by 2. We need some subs to get a stop on defense. For every new subscriber we get, Denver gets an extra player on defense. So if we get 50 new subs, it is 11 on 61. Like you just can't beat that. You can't beat those odds. You can't beat those numbers right there. Oh, I get it now, Fidel. That's a fair joke. Well played. Well played, dude. BT92! We'll throw my Twitter at the bottom another time. My X. Well, that sounds weird. It's my Twitter. At Matthew Petey. DM me, please, and I will send you the pennant. 2nd and 10. Here we go. 2-minute warning is over. 2-minute drill. Shotgun snap, quick throw to the slot. Bell catching it, running with it, and a big run for Bell. He's out across the 40. A pickup of 20 yards for Ronnie Bell. Niners have one timeout. Timeout. Broncos? Or are they reviewing this play to see if Ronnie Bell was down earlier? He was half tackled at one point, but I don't think a knee or an elbow touched the ground. Jack, do you see? No, I think he keeps the knee up.
Guys, we're 2 subs away from Jack taking another shot.
Oh, 2 subscribers away. Producer Jack does not drink. Let's get a producer shot in. Oh, I do. Oh, yes, we have 407 likes. Okay. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. He's got an awesome house. It's the most expensive home ever purchased in the Denver metropolitan area. It's got 12 bathrooms. It's incredible. So, say something nice about Russell Wilson. 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. His house is top 5. Say something nice about Russell Wilson. Okay. 1st and 10. Play stands. It's at the 37-yard line. Okay. Do we cross? Do we cross the sub? Oh, let's go. We crossed the sub number. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Shotgun snap for Lance. Trey throwing over the middle. That's caught. Big gain. Ronnie Bell again inside the 25. Ronnie Bell is a preseason darling for the Niners right now. Wow. Ronnie Bell continues to make plays for the 49ers.
Guys, we need to stop. We need to stop.
Broncos defense cannot be a repeat of last week. Come on. Someone step up and make a stop here. Someone make a play. Garcia, Elijah Garcia, Elijah, someone make a stop. Let's go. Let's go. Unfortunately for the Niners, they are in field goal range, down 2. And now they have the clock to their side, and they are going to take their sweet time. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Okay. Ronnie Bell, 7 grabs, 114 yards today. If you're looking for maybe the last pick in your fantasy football draft, that guy could be interesting. Under center, Lance, I formation. He takes the snap. It's a run up to the left side, green grass. 1st down run inside the 10. Jake Moody now in chip shot range. And Denver calls their 2nd timeout, trying to preserve some time for their offense if they can get the ball back. But Davis Prince, who started the game, by the way, for San Francisco, is still in the game in the 4th quarter. Ty Davis Price. 1:09 to go in the 4th. 49ers trying to milk as much time as possible off the clock. If I was them, I would just take 3-4 knees, right? Take 3 knees, kick it on 4th and goal. Just ask Jake Moody, what hash do you want it on? Yeah, now they're going to need the ball down. There's really nothing Denver can do about it. Lance kneels it down at the 8-yard line, and Denver burns their final timeout. So, timeout for the Broncos. They are out of timeouts. 600 people watching. Subscribe, and Jake Moody will miss this kick. That's a fact. Fact. Moody misses, the more subs we get. For every subscriber we get, a little fan gets inserted next to the goalpost, and it just pushes the football wide left. Okay. Broncos, no timeouts. Niners at the 9-yard line, down 2. A field goal wins it, and they can basically get this clock down to 2 to 3 seconds. They're going to kneel it one more time, or 2 more times. Trey Lance got pushed off. He fell back. He kind of lost his footing. Fell back like 4 yards. I mean, they've gone back like 6 yards now, so at the end of the day, it's still a chip shot for Jake Moody, but with every kneel down, they seem to be losing like 3 to 4 yards. It would be pretty funny if this next kneel down has him 3 yards back and then he barely misses the kick. So 3rd and goal. Denver can't stop the clock. 600 plus people watching. Subscribe and Moody misses. Sub for Moody to miss, baby. And now the line of scrimmage sits at the 13-yard line. About a 30-yard kick for Jake Moody. A lot of pressure for the rookie. Can he handle it? He's 2 for 2 tonight. 2 for 4 in the preseason. He missed an extra point, which is from 33 yards. This is not too far off. Is Jake Moody going to let the moment be too big for him? As this clock is down to 3 seconds, the Niners burn their last timeout. Okay. Everyone starts spamming. M for miss. We need to send some bad voodoo in the air for Jake Moody. 619 people watching. Like the video if you want the Broncos to win. M for miss, baby. M for miss. This is the moment. Moody's on for a 32-yarder. He missed an extra point from this distance tonight. Jake Moody, the rookie from Michigan. His kick is up. Barely makes it. The Niners walk it off. 21-20 your final. I had Denver winning 22-20. Remember? Jake Moody, what did I say? With every kneel down getting a little further back, I wonder if he would just barely miss it. An extra yard back, that ball doesn't get in. So the Niners win 21-20. We're going to have a post-game show. Don't go anywhere. We will break this game down. We'll get all the stats from the game. I'll give you my takeaways. Jack, the takeaways, I think, really stay. I'll kind of just call them out right now. I kind of jotted them down so I didn't forget. So you guys are going to get a quick sneak peek here. But takeaways, how about Russell Wilson playing the first series and only the first series? Jonathan Cooper starting the game. Could we add Randy Gregory and Frank Clark playing into the fourth quarter? Clark and Gregory into the fourth. Javonte Williams return. And then the fifth one, we will make it Jaleel McLaughlin is a roster lock. So Russell Wilson, right? We've got McLaughlin being a roster lock. Javonte Williams returns, his return in general. We'll do Gregory and Clark playing into the fourth. Sean Payton is just a preseason hardo. And how about, that's 5 right there? Then we're good to go. Second one was Jaleel McLaughlin being a roster lock. So the final, though, it is 21-20. That's a bummer. We are going to do a post-game show, like I just said, so stick around. You can get my takes, my analysis on this game. If you have an opinion, by the way, here at Chat Sports, we're all about two-way conversation. A super chat, we'll throw your opinion on screen during our watch party and during the post-game show, and then that will be a cut that goes out later. So if you want everyone to see what you thought of this game, kind of view it as like call-in sports talk radio, but via super chat. So 2, 5, 10, I don't care how much of a super chat it is. We'll throw it on screen for everyone to see. Overall, kind of a raw impression from the game. The backups aren't going to play in the regular season. And so your first team defense, like Pat Surtain, is going to be guarding Ronnie Bell or the first team offensive receiver, and he's not getting cooked like that. So I'm not really concerned whatsoever. Maybe there's something to Vance Joseph's defense crumbling twice in a row. Hopefully that's not contagious. But skill is a very important thing in the NFL, and a lot of talent was on the bench in the second half of that game. Russell Wilson played the first series, looked very mobile. That was definitely something that jumped out to me. He was good with his arm, good with the decision-making, all that good stuff. We didn't get to see a ton of Russ, but I liked what I saw out of Russell Wilson. Going back to defense, how about Jonathan Cooper, former 7th rounder, starting for the Broncos tonight? And you had Randy Gregory and Frank Clark, 2nd and 3rd stringers, playing into the 4th quarter. Wow. Those were definitely some eye-popping takeaways. Injury-wise, Denver was very healthy outside of, unfortunately, a Jalen Virgil knee injury he sustained right before the end of the first half. Ultimately, it's preseason. You don't want to peak in the preseason. If you guys want a fun little fact, want to know a team that went undefeated in the preseason? The winless Detroit Lions. The winless Cleveland Browns. Want to know a team that went 0-4 in the preseason? The 07 Patriots. I'm just going to flirt that out there. And you guys can do with that information what you want. So, we're going to get into post-game show, like I said. Stick around for it. You can super chat. We've got some Niners fans. AFX Apocalypse, it's facts, dude. It's just facts. Other thoughts I kind of had, Jaleel McLaughlin, roster lock. We are past the point of, will he make the roster? Yes. The next conversation, the next bridge we're about to cross is, what's his role going to be? A red zone guy, right? Getting some touches near the goal line as a passing threat, but also a good runner as well. That could be an avenue for him. I don't think Javonte Williams has ever been the best goal line back in the league, so I don't mind maybe someone else having more of that role. We didn't get to see much of the receivers. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims were pretty quiet tonight. Jeudy had a grab. Mims had a grab or two. Sutton didn't touch the ball. So not a big night from the receivers. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I care 100 times more about how the starters played than the backups at the end of the game. I am not going to lead this post-game show off by talking about, Faye and Hicks got burnt by Ronnie Bell. Good news is, Hicks ain't playing in the regular season. So, we don't have to worry about that happening in the regular season, right? Not saying that Pat Surtain or Damari Mathis can't get burned, but it's not as likely to happen to those guys. They're better. So, for that reason, I'm not going to start shaking in my boots here. So, we're going to jump into a post-game show, stats, highlights, recap, all that good stuff. If you have an opinion that you want to see on screen, super chat and we will throw that on for everyone watching. Once I get the green light from the big boss man, Jack Lauderay, we are ready to roll. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go, everyone. Let's break down Denver's Week 2 preseason loss to the Niners. Broncos blow another fourth quarter lead in the preseason. They lose to the Niners 21-20, and I'll be honest, I don't really care that they lost in the fourth quarter because the guys playing in the fourth quarter are not playing in the regular season. So if you are looking for a post-game show that's going to cry about Faye and Hicks getting burnt by Ronnie Bell to end the game, this is not the post-game show. I want to talk about takeaways from the starting offense and defense that did play and I thought looked pretty good, and that's what matters the most to me. Now, we'll throw some stats on screen for everyone to kind of, set the table. Jarrett Stidham, I don't know if he's the guy. He might be a backup. For everyone out there that talked about Jarrett Stidham replacing Russell Wilson, crawl back into that hole. It ain't going to happen. What can happen, though, is Jaleel McLaughlin is going to make this 53-man roster. He had an incredible touchdown where he slammed on the brakes at the 2-yard line and then just jogged into the end zone. So I loved what I saw out of McLaughlin, the UDFA running back who We'll talk more about him. The dude's a roster lock. But I've got 5 takeaways from this game. I kind of want to run through a lot to discuss, so I might skip or miss a thing or two. But let's get right into it with Russell Wilson. He was done after the first series, but the starting offense wasn't done. So what gives? Well, I think what happened is Sean Payton gave him a fist bump and said, I've seen everything I need to see from you tonight. You're done, dude. Grab a ball cap, get a hot dog, sit on the bench. You looked good. Russell Wilson was mobile with his legs. He was extending plays. If not for a Courtland Sutton hold, that drive might have ended in 7 instead of 6. But Russell Wilson looked much better than he had last year, right? He was 3 for 6, 24 yards. But the stat sheet, the box score doesn't do him justice. Everyone comes out of that thinking Russ looked good. Like, for only having one series, not every single series is going to result in a touchdown, right? Do Chiefs fans panic if the first series for Patrick Mahomes is not a touchdown in every regular season game? No. So we can't have that double standard for Russell Wilson. Russ moved the ball down the field against the 49ers defense, by the way, that was top 3 in the league last year and had a lot of their big players on the field. I liked what I saw out of number 3. But grade the Broncos so far against the 49ers, A, B, C, D, or F. I would think Denver gets a B grade. Yes, they lost, and that seems bizarre to say, but I care about the first and second stringers the most. And what I saw to the first team offense and defense were really overall positive, encouraging things. Sorry the fourth string guys blew it at the end. They played Trey Lance. He's a good quarterback. I thought he looked good in that last drive. I'm not concerned. Moving on to my second takeaway. This is what I've been hinting at. Jaleel McLaughlin is a roster lock. The conversation surrounding number 38 as being a bubble player is over. He is on this roster because he's making a 53-man roster, meaning if Denver wants to try and sneak him onto their practice squad, hope he clears waivers, and they can stash him on there for this year and bring him up next year and have him be the Samaje Perine role where you don't sign a running back, that ain't happening. The rest of the league, they do their homework on other preseason games. They're going to see 7 carries, 45 yards, a touchdown, 2 touchdowns now in the preseason, 3 it's hard to keep track at this point. Yeah, he's making the roster. He continues to make really good plays. I love that special teams play he had. Beautiful kick return to set up the offense. McLaughlin, roster lock. It's a fact. Third takeaway I've got is Javonte Williams returns, and he was very involved. Javonte Williams had a lot of catches. He had some good runs altogether. No big explosive play from Pookie, but he had 4 grabs for 18 yards. I kind of just chuckled at the first pass when he dropped it because it was like a little bit of post-game jitters, you know what I mean? First game back jitters, butterflies, all that stuff. But Javonte Williams, he didn't look timid. He didn't look slow. He didn't look like someone who was afraid to cut on a dime. No, he got a couple of carries. The offensive line, which we'll talk about at the end, once again, didn't do a lot of favors for him. Samaje Perine probably had some better overall runs. But as far as first games back go, I thought he looked pretty good. So he didn't get a 75-yard touchdown run, but he didn't look like a guy who was afraid of contact or afraid to turn on the jets or something like that. Before we get to the rest of my takeaways and instant reaction from this game, our sportsbook partner, BetUS, they're giving Broncos Country a 125% deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. You want to bet on Denver to win the AFC West? Plus 550 odds is incredible value if you believe Sean Payton can recreate what he did in year 1 in New Orleans with year 1 in Denver. Moving on to our fourth takeaway, what is going on with the pass rushers? Frank Clark and Randy Gregory, 2 longtime vets, 8+ years in the league, are playing in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. I don't quite know how to make sense of this. Randy Gregory had a sack, looked good, looked kind of like pumped up and excited and happy on the sideline, but Jonathan Cooper was your starting outside linebacker over Frank Clark. Is this a sign or a sneak peek of the depth chart and more to come? Or is this just Sean Payton rewarding Jonathan Cooper from what he's seen in training camp, and he wants to kind of play around with the depth chart? It's bizarre to see these kind of players on big contracts play in the fourth quarter of preseason games. Sean Payton is clearly sending messages to this locker room, which is, if we're going to start turning things around here and winning games, it starts today in the preseason. It starts by building a winning culture, not just by losing preseason games and then going, well, if the starters were in, we would have won. Like, that may be true, but Sean Payton's not taking anything for assumption or granted here. Like, he is putting his guys out there late into preseason games. So I don't have at the off the cuff, raw emotion takeaway, instant reaction, great insight as to why we saw 5 and 55 on the field in the fourth quarter. But clearly, Sean Payton goes, Randy Gregory, you have not played a lot of football lately, sir. You're playing tonight, and you're playing a lot. My fifth and final takeaway is basically what I just talked about, and that is Sean Payton, and this is not a knock against him. The dude's a preseason hardo. The dude's a football guy. He is a football guy through and through. He is playing his starters deep into preseason games. He is coaching up these games. He is not interested in doing cute little sideline interviews with the local reporters. He doesn't want his guys in street apparel like Brandon Ayuk running onto the field, causing the Niners to get an unsportsmanlike conduct. No, Sean Payton is sending a message that in the previous regimes and past years, treating the preseason like the preseason is not going to help turn things around. So, sure, it's a bit risky, and if an injury happens, we're going to curse his name. But so far, people have stayed healthy. At least the big names have. So we'll see if it pays off in the regular season. But Sean Payton is not messing around this preseason. He is playing notable players deep into games. Now, before we get on out of here, make sure to subscribe. Get the best Broncos YouTube videos out there when you join our growing Broncos country. Hit the sub button down below. We keep you in the know. Like, unfortunately, injury news. Jalen Virgil had that incredible grab to wrap up the first half, came half a yard short of 6 points, but he did exit the game, was eventually carted off with a knee injury. Sucks to see. A UDFA last year who grinded, made the roster, had some nice moments for the team. Hopefully it's okay, but it didn't look good. He got up and then he grabbed his right knee, and eventually the cart got him to bring him inside. Fingers crossed that everything's okay, but that's the injury update on Jalen Virgil. So one last time, Denver falls short in the Bay Area, 21-20. Jonathan Cooper's a big-time winner. Russell Wilson in the first-string offense. Well, to wrap up the show, I'll end with this. Ben Powers, get it together. Like, the offensive line, not looking pristine. They've definitely missed their big, expensive right tackle, Mike McGlinchey. But the rest of the guys, Ben Powers is handsomely paid as well. And he was a turnstile for a sack today. So the offensive line has some work to do, no doubt about it. Let me know who the biggest winner was for the Broncos from the 49ers. We will end the video with this question here. So comment a name down below for 2 reasons. 1, it's chat sports. I always love seeing what you guys have to say. And 2, it's a good way for me to get a pulse of everyone that watches our videos all the way to the end. All right, everyone. That is going to do it for us on today's post-game show and watch party. For everyone that tuned in and hung out with us all game long, shout out to you. Greatly appreciated. We're going to sign off. We're going to get a video out to you guys throughout the weekend, and we will reconvene later on. Enjoy the rest of your very late Saturday night. And Broncos, unfortunately, drop it to the Niners 21-20.